Yo, what up? Alrighty. Are we finishing the game today? Maybe. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah. It is reasonable. It is very reasonable. It is doable. It can be done. They can be beaten. Alright, we have very weird weapon setups and a full inventory right now. So we'll try to somewhat fix them, right? Somewhat. But I don't think I can fully fix them. But I will do my utmost here. Yeah, I can. I mean, I should have enough inventory space, right? Alright, get the fancy dagger and never use it, sir. Congratulations. Where's your mace? There it is. Your flail, my lord. Can. Hammer and hammer. And maybe a whip. Nah, can't use a whip anyway. Just a dagger, sir. Probably even the fancy one. Hold up, it's a panda. Gets his little blade. As well as a whip and a dagger. No. Whip and a jagged pike, I think. Pepe just wants this. That is all he ever wanted. We'll give him a dagger for now. Can't really slot out this shield for right now. And silly dagger and a whip. Okay, most things are mostly in order. Not quite though, not quite. Still need a jagged pike here and a dagger. There we go. Arbiter Dan just gets his cleaver and a jagged pike. Funkin. Flail. Stone Souls will re-equip the gun for now. Chaucer just needs a little replacement armor for now. We were playing him with a bad armor in this fight, huh? We'll leave this on. I don't think it's gonna be an issue. And then we just swap the necklaces for dogs, more than likely. I mean, we might swap that back eventually. We'll see though. Alright, I'm gonna check what I need for my little Oblivion potion if I want to make it. I think I only need Shrap parts. If I want to do it, Potion of Oblivion. Yeah, I need a Heart of the Forest. I need a Heart of the Forest and a Petrified Scream, so maybe not. And a Poison Gland. So I need spiders, I need shrats, and I need alps, basically. If I want to do that, I'm not sure I do. It feels a bit excessive. But maybe. I mean, we could always return to this. Lying streamer caught, yeah. You know, I can't help that my supervisor has not done what he needed to do in order for me to properly work. So, yeah. You missed so much, did I? What did I miss? Either way, I think with supervisor you mean Trump? No. No. My queue manager is what it's called. I should probably not say that. That's fine. I'll go taxidermist. We'll just return a little bit, and then we'll start the stream out by working up our mood. So, well, I guess we found our mood working uppers. We're still slightly wounded though from the witch hut fight, so I think I'm gonna avoid these guys. I don't think they wanna beat into me. Yeah, they're chill. They're chill dudes, you know. And I'll just rest until morning here. Well, these guys are more in my my lane, you know. And I mean, we can drop some of the shitty gear here in order to loot some more valuable things, I guess. Also, yeah, you need to replace that, good sir. We do have a annoying wound. Not that I think it is going to be very detrimental to our success, but you never know. Alright, something like this is fine, right? Should be. And we'll just start out by doing a little silly brigand fight. No hits, please. They are keeping it up well. Doing very much so what I asked. I'm gonna just do this. I don't want to work with the other tiles here, so I'll just go here with you and Adren. And I'm gonna move these guys up 3 hexes, I think, but let's go here. Alright, so they went in. That's crazy. Give me a second. Alrighty. Whatever, man. Kill them. Kill them, boys. Just hold this with Pepe, right? This is some jank-ass formation right here, boys. Not gonna give this any good reviews right here. Alright. But does it really matter? I don't think it do. Alright, I mean, we are engaged from the high ground here, and they are dealing a little bit of damage to us. Nothing too detrimental as of yet. Yeah, they're just missing their crossbow shots, aren't they? Yeah, you know what? This seems like a very good gunshot for my dude. You know what? I'm just gonna push on through, baby. It's so much damage, this flail, with, Can I move here? Am I within his... Yeah, no. Can't move away from this, sir. What? Yeah. Farunga said the same thing. Yeah, no, plans changed, sir. Plans changed. Not by my choice, but, you know, I'm not gonna complain. Fair shares the same brain cell as us all, truly. The chat hive mind. Truly an ominous entity. I'm scared for my life. You are not it, you are simply part of it. Ow! Yeah, I mean, you're just slaying shit. Yeah, just bring out the banner and do a little pokey, we're just doing some, morale farming. Or, well, mood farming. Alright, sir, you'll die to gas. Alright, we are letting them shoot into my backline. I don't think it matters, though. At all. But you never know. Alright, they're done, so. This morning was a bore. I'm sorry to hear it. I hope it gets better. Alright. That's right, idiot. Alright, and what we need to do now is we need to fix our inventory here. Toss the shit. Had 30 minutes of work, 45 minutes of meeting, and 1 hour, 45 minutes of ball scratching. What a wondrous time. Yeah. I woke up early, planning to get to work. Proceeded to not be able to do so. Wrote a message to my supervisor, got no answer, waited for half an hour. Proceeded to do some other work I could do. But then I need to leave at about 4 or 5. So didn't have time to do a real thing that I need to do. I don't know how I'm gonna explain this vaguely, but you know, it's all good. But yeah. Gave too much French literature to the AI. It went on strike, yeah, no. But yeah. Whatever, really. Doesn't really matter. Good morning, Gospodin. Noob. Gospodin noob. Frickin' noobs, man. Freaking noobs. Infesting our pure waters of professional gaming. No, you are very welcome, sir. I don't need 1 ammo. I don't know why I'm doing this, guys, but I simply cannot control myself. It is just not possible. Do I save for an Oblivion Potion? Maybe I do. You know, it could be fun. I don't think I've ever created it, so I might do it. Yeah, I'll do repairs. We'll do a little bit of a town run here first. Just get shit out of our inventory, stack up on some more consumables, farm a little bit of mood. That's what we're gonna start out doing. First things first though, we are making a bone plating. ... he says. You know, we ain't risking nothing at this stage, Stone Souls, don't worry about it. You know, if this was a 150, gotta do the thing in 150 days, you know, then there would be a different pace. Also, horn plate, thank you. Also, bone plating. Hexen trophy necklace? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Don't you ... me, you absolute piece of trash. Yeah, you heard me. No. Kidding, of course. But yeah, no ... right here. You know how to tilt me. You know how to get to me. But yeah. It's all fine. It's all fine, you know? The boys are very happy, though. You know, we are kind of euphoric, but we just need to keep that up. While getting a little bit more consumables. We don't need many more, right? We're pretty locked in, pretty set. We have the surgeon, so we can do the chugging. And only need to rest for 1 day. But we kind of want it to be like 100% as we get there, right? Is there anything else here? An armor, but these guys are scared as fuck. So just down to Windfesta, resupply, and sell. I'm gonna go through this area, because there might be dudes. Let's dig. Luck smiles upon us today. Plus 1k minus 100. Best case scenario happen. By the way, hello. Hello. Juicy Grab. I saw your eunuch. He was semi-beautiful. Semi. Wouldn't give him a very grand review, but, you know, he was okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's Swedish for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bang. Weaponsmith? Nothing. Armorer? Nothing. Maybe a little Historion? No. To Sunstart, my men. We're heading south, right? That is the play. Amateur trader routes, yes, please. Alright, so do I even keep things for the Oblivion Potion? What do I need? I need Unhold Heart, Heart of the Forest, Poison Apple, Nacho Brain, Poison Gland, Petrified Scream, Severed Tentacle. So I only have 3 of the pieces I need. Highly doubtful that we're getting it. So much money, yeah, you don't do anything with it. Yeah, you're not wrong. Checking the wiki, obviously. You know, I ain't above looking at external information here, sir. I am not above that. I will utilize the tools that I'm given. Did you make Kraken Plate? Yes. Yes, I did make a Kraken Plate. It is here. Somewhere. Up here, maybe? There it is. Horn plate. But I can make one more, right? Yeah, I can make one more. I just need a few nachos. I just need a few nachos to help me. Holy shit, your food is free, guys. What's going on here? I guess they have a bountiful harvest, perhaps? Well, a good harvest. That sounds worse. It should be named Bountiful Harvest, yo. Bountiful is such a beautiful word. Tavern rumors. Crimson Marauders camp to the southeast. Crimson Marauders camp to the southeast. Alright, because of the ambush trade routes, nothing fun is going on here. Down to Alhazred, whatever. I don't need to do contracts. Temple, our foot is fixed. You need me. Huh? In what way do you require my assistance, sir? I'm sure I can be of assistance. Alright, we'll keep these parts, you know, these 4 parts are parts for Oblivion Potion, maybe? Just got a call from a Norwegian customer. Could you go grab a package in our UK warehouse for delivery? If you pay for the flight and accommodations for a week of vacation, your UK warehouse, man? Get a rowboat? Fuck no, man. This ain't happening. This ain't happening. And a sleeping bag? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that, bro. You were close, though. You were close. Just had to offer me a tent, bro. And you would have had me. Just had to offer me a tent. But you did not. And now... No! I'll wait for morning. But I will go right down here, because this is where the Crimson Marauders camp is. Where is it? Show me now. Oh, it just pooped out some friends. You get a robot and the associated ores, I guess? Tempting. Very tempting, sir. It's gunman time! Pathetic. I wonder, I should have checked that. I don't know. Do I get high ground advantage from jumping from here? Hit enemy and friendly gunmen. What the fuck, bro? What are you on about? They're great. They're beautiful people. Yeah, I kind of misplayed that a little bit. Hey! What the fuck? No, don't break all of it, Panda. Not today. Random scatters killing. Rowboat with a tent is almost a Drakkar. Exactly what you need for a trip from Norway to England. Holy shit. Hey, you know what it is to find a named bandit day 12 with a named 100 axe and he runs away? Yeah, that sounds very sad, bro. I'm sorry to hear that happened to you. Do you need me to console you? In any way, shape, or form, do tell. And I will do my utmost. Also, why, guys, you cannot miss this. We know this to be very much disallowed. Missing the enemy. What the fuck? These freaking guys, they're next level. Now, freaking George is gonna get murdered here. But wait. Alright, maybe not. 5 out of 6 men got injured. And then it just spiraled into not being able to catch up to the freaking leader as well. Unlucky Brody. You should have thought about that. Yeah, you should have thought about it, sir. Have you considered thinking about it next time? Yeah, I'm so sorry. I think the only way you can console me if you play a only one-handed no shield run. There is one. You can watch it on YouTube. It's even worse than that as well. It is way worse than just one-handed. They literally only have one arm. I only play with right arms, so no nets, no throwables, no nets, no ranged weapons that are not throwing weapons, no banner. Yeah, that one's. It was really fun. It was really fun. I can show you the company. I think it's on my YouTube, right? I think it is, right, Stone Souls? I think that's one of the few runs. I will upload this run to YouTube because I'm a good boy. I don't see it. Give me a second. Maybe it isn't. Maybe it's gone. Maybe it is forever lost then in the sauce. Yeah, maybe it's not. Community. Yeah, no, it's not. I'm an ass. Yeah, I'm just bad at this whole stuff, guys. You know, I'm not a great streamer. I am just not a great streamer. But this run will at least be on YouTube. But, you know, I was kind of not very good. Yeah, there's only Peasant. There is... This run is on YouTube. It's just private right now because I need to fix it. So sorry about that. I gave you wrongful information, my dude. But I can still show you how the run looked at the end. If that helps anything, you know. But yeah, I've done that. And even a like harder variant of what you proposed. But that run was pretty interesting, you know. Getting a tank, you know. Let's see, the one-armed menace, it's even at the very top as well. Like these guys all have one arm. Our Giga Tank, 45 melee defense, 139 initiative, forged bro, dodge relentless. In order to get to the 65 breakpoint for Kraken, this guy. We have Autumn Red's the Hammer Master, just a duelist hammer. We have Reproach, Kenny. He was a fencer until we got Reproach, and now he's a Reproach bro. We have Borwak. This is our Banner Man. He's an arrow catcher slash Banner Man, right? Without a banner. So only resolve and defensive stats, basically. Then we have Good Boy George. Cleaver neutral. A Cleaver fatigue neutral, bro. 18, we regain 18. Very cool. Very cool build. Anticipation on a lot of the bros, because we couldn't use shields, right? Just monstrosity of a sword master. 94-47, very, very strong. Monstrosity of a axe duelist. Freaking Stone Soul, Lil Graced. He's got the face tattoos and all that stuff, you know. He is a mumble rapper. And we have Geosticks, Mace Master. He's kind of fucked up, but, you know, he's very, very good. We didn't get many famed weapons this run, sadly. Got a good little scimitar here. Duelist hybrid. Swordmaster. VIP sword newt. We have a sword neutral weapon, right? 6 fatigue. So we can almost be fatigue neutral with it, right? Pretty cool, pretty cool. And we have another hybrid. And finally, another Mace Master. Why is this man good plus? This guy is VIP. What am I? I guess I was more picky back then, huh? And then some backup dudes, right? Some backup dudes. But yeah. But we won the game with this run. We did every legendary location. Took 219 days, though. A bit slow. Kind of similar to this run, right? In time. Yeah. Alrighty. Alright, you're slightly messed up. That's fine. This horn plate is pretty good for nimble gear, usually. Maybe I slap it on a nimble piece, but I don't really have a really cool nimble piece to slap it on. But the 10% reduced damage to body is also very, very strong, unlike this armor, right? Just for mono tanking, right? Yeah, it's probably going here. And then my bone plating is probably going where? Maybe here. Yeah, probably here. Could go on nimble armor as well. Don't you dare, filthy marksman. Yeah, sorry for telling you it's on YouTube when it's fucking not. I just suck. I just suck, guys. That's all it is. Fool. Fool. No! Evildoer. HUD is done, bro. What are you? You did a gamble for the HUD, bro, remember? Oh man. Oh man, this guy, he's even worse than me. He's even worse than me, guys. No, highly doubtful. But yeah, no, I understand what you want. Early Alzheimer's strikes again. Yeah, unlucky, bro. Alright, there are a lot of these guys, so let's start killing them, shall we? I would prefer them dying here pretty soon. Alright, I think they're starting to die, guys. The sad stun over there, huh? That's not great. I don't like this. Hold up as a panda right here, but he should kill here, and then I can jump away, I guess. But then that guy will rotate in, and then it's double sword on him. I mean, oh my god. Hold up, it's a panda has not done well. Okay, he didn't rotate at least. But now Chaucer's in slight danger. Hello, hello, picnic. Hello, hello. Alright, they are just being evil. Yeah, they're just being evil to us. I don't enjoy that. And we're just not killing them, right? We're so close. Alright, but this, you know, this does spell the end for them quite quickly there. Alright, finally. His head has been bashed in. Relaxing gaming. Relax and gaming. I don't know what he's saying, but he's saying things. Please stop it. You piece of poopy garbage. Yep. These guys are pieces of poopy garbage. I'm telling you. Hiya! Aww. Ain't gonna let these boys leave. Nuh-uh. Oh my god. I was gaming night yesterday with your 12 brothers. It was very fun. It was very fun. Our dudes all forgot who they were and we had to rename them. And they got random disorders because of this. You know? And one of our strongest characters was effectively forced to run into a pool of blood and drink the blood constantly for an entire battle. That was all he did. Because he forgot left from right and up from down, so he could only move in a straight line. Yeah, that did not work out too well for him. So he drank blood while the rest of the men fought. And yeah, but I mean, it went well. No one died, so that's very positive in that game. Effectively, if none of your guys die in that game that we played, Kingdom Death, you know, you are very happy. And if nothing super bad happens, and we do have one character that is incredibly overpowered right now, which is really, really nice. A character that can effectively or not effectively, but to some extent solo some of the encounters, which is incredibly strong, right? You're not supposed to be able to do that at all. But we just got very good synergies randomly. Very lucky. Sure, I'll repair a little bit more. Because, you know, we got war brands and we have to repair them. Alright, I'll just do that. Not looking too thoroughly. But we did lose quite a bit of armor there. 6 nomads, I fucking guess, yo. I don't know, but there is a nomad camp somewhere up here, man. It just keeps spewing out. These idiots, yo. Alright, I don't think they should have done that, guys. Maybe I'm wrong and they're correct, though. I think they were wrong, though. Haha, you only get to use your banner, Stone Souls. You only get to use your banner. How do you feel about that, sir? Does that make you sad? Alright, we won. I'm so sorry. You'll get to gun next fight, sir. I am terribly sorry. Should have taken that ammo. We're getting low. We're getting low. I do not understand. 11 goblin random raiders. No thank you. I will not be deleting my tools today, game. There's a little gobbo camp out here then. At this point. Pretty strange, pretty strange. But, you know, of course these guys have ambush trade routes. Which, you know, at any other point in time I would probably be happy about this. But currently I'm not happy about this. Because the only thing I want is for their fucking alchemist to be supplied with shit. But no. But no. No but. As long as I get to gun those green evil looking smurf fuckers, All is fine. Alright, we will allow this. Don't worry. You will be gunning them to shit. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, because of ambush trade routes, everything sucks. Hidden camp to the northwest. Beasts? I mean, I don't think so. We could do it, but I don't think we need to. Alchemist, alright, do you have anything? Okay, well, you know what? I'm sorry, Alchemist. Thank you for providing me with exactly the 2 potions that I wanted anyway, so... Maybe a little history-bory. No history-bory yet. But we'll get him after I'm finished, I think. And I might just not do it, you know? It's fine. We don't need the extra perks or anything, I don't think. But I do think I will clear out whatever this camp is up here. Yeah. Giga Ifrit army. Where's the camp? Right there. And we are mostly good. Yeah, mostly good means we are good, right? Oh, this is fixed, basically. What am I thinking about, right? I'm thinking about this. That's what I'm thinking about. Pepe the Mountain. Pepe is quite squishy, guys. You know, he only has about 280, 277, you know? Not the strongest in the way of, or as far as Forged Brothers go. They are leaving him a little, nice, safe. Yeah, they're kind of staying away from the Giga Reap, you know? I am just going to push with every single bro. Something special happening? Well, hopefully Goblin City and Monolith. This is slightly spooky, right? But I don't think it's gonna go that badly. Fucking misclicked. I was like, I'm on my fencer, right? That's okay. There are still a lot of them, and our positioning is wonky at best. Please kill this man. Oh, man. Alright, I guess Stonesoul's just gotta sit back here. We can maybe go for a scatter. We hit the one guy that does not really die to the scatter. Alright, that is good, though. I think I'm gonna peel back on Hold Up It's a Panda, though, because of this. Yeah, Yamfi, we should be finishing up the run, right? We've done all legendary locations except for Goblin City and Black Monolith now, so just stocking up on a little bit more in the ways of consumables, and then fixing our mood so that it is impeccable. Ah, he did actually hit into the riposte, huh? Well, I guess he didn't have much in the way of a choice there. Alright, just, you know, start farming these idiots. You know, what do they think they're doing up here? It's not like they're allowed to fight us, right? It's not like these people are allowed to do damage to us. Not any reasonable amount anyway, right? They'll deal a little bit of damage here and there, and that's fine, but they are not killing anyone. No, no, no. No, they're not. Oh, Jesus Christ, he's dead. Why did I give this guy a hit into Chaucer, I wonder? I actually put Chaucer in a bit of danger here. He's still fine, but I could have gotten punished for that. For sure. Not too badly, probably, right? Worst case scenario is like a wound. but still a bit unnecessary there. Peace out, bro. Yeah, Chelsea took a little bit of damage there. That was not required for him to take, really. I mean, he's not fully safe yet, but I highly doubt that this guy will pose a big issue to our bros. Yeah. Alrighty, let's see what we got. Anything fancy? Not really. I'll just grab it all and move along. Alright, will that clear the trading or messed up trade routes? Maybe. I'll just do a little swing here. See if it does. I don't think it has yet, right? No. Eventually it should, but... No wounds. Alright. Mood is Giga. We keep Giga Mood. Do we do Southern or Northern? Northern is slightly quicker, so I'll do Northern. 64k, you could get shit-faced for Mood. I wonder if I won. Well, I don't have 64k anymore, so I guess fucking not. Shit. Oh. Oh. What the hell? Why are you so fast? They're on the fucking road. Death. This is some strange movement from you guys. Can you just aggress instead? Hello? Hello? Here's a guy. Shoot him. Ah, very fancy. They're doing stuff, I guess. There's people up there. Yeah. Formation is a bit strange, so maybe they're not actually shooting at Erlock right now. Alright, but does it really matter? Don't think it does. Oh no, they're on top of Stone Souls. I guess he's dead, huh? For any regular banner, this would be the case, but he has got friends. And also like 40 melee defense, so yeah. Don't think that's gonna be a big issue right there. Big sword. Big sword. Big bonk. Step out of the way. Unlucko. Evil. But evil never wins, guys, right? Except when it's us. When we're evil, we do win. Sick shanking. Why are you still fighting, guys? Yeah, right. Good luck on that crumble. Oh no, gas. I forgot all about the gas. Oh god. That man didn't even get to run. He didn't even get to run, guys. If he shanks me there and gives me a wound, I'm gonna be so mad. Alrighty then. I think they came from the north, though. Yep. Not too small. Not too small. Actually, some opposition. We haven't faced a real Nomad Executioner yet. They've all brought their silly two-handed cleavers like idiots, right? Instead of bringing the real guns, the two-handed flash maces and the hammers. Maybe this guy will be different. So lowest mood is on these guys and they're 85%, right? 86, 84, and what? 84, alright. We do have the thingamajig as well, right? The ancient statue, and we're gonna use that. But right now, we're just priming for Rule 6, right? Priming ourselves for Rule 6. Anyone close to a level? Very close, actually. Doesn't really matter. We don't do experience drugs here. They just keep bringing the shitty guns, eh? Or well, the shitty weapons. This is quite clear to me that this is just a 2-hex push. I mean, we could do a 3-hex, actually. Maybe it is fine to do a 3-hex. But I'm not about to start with you, though. I'm not gonna start with you either, right? I wanna see kind of what they do. Because we can kind of gun from here, I guess. It's a pretty good gunshot right there. Yeah, I don't hate this. Yeah, we'll fix that. Give me a second, guys. All right, there we go. I mean, we've got our gun in a beautiful little hex here. Hopefully they don't move away too much, though. All right, bro. Caffeine starting to break a little bit, huh? Don't know about that, sir. Should probably consider not doing that. All right, that is also slightly spooky, but not that spooky, you know. Had to bounce top, right? I wanted it to bounce bottom, but it's okay. Ooh, that's not good. That is good, though. I don't like two crumbles into shelter, but he dodges both. So it's okay. And very nice that we dodged the Blade Dancer as well. Even that. Well. And the Executioner decides to not play the game. Thank you. He's out of here. Some gas. Because why the hell wouldn't I? I was hoping that would make him run, but guess not. It's okay though. Try to disrespect there. Yep. Truly a grand executioner. He did great, guys. But he brought the wrong weapon again. They brought the wrong weapons. Even if they bring the right weapons there, though, are they really doing anything? I mean, that man did not get the time to even pull out his weapon, to be honest. But he misplayed, though. That is a certainty, though. Right, he could have done more. He could have maybe gotten, like, a hit or two onto Captain Sue, but he didn't. Alrighty, just continue eastward. Maybe a tier 3 camp as well. That would be nice. Swell. Swell. Give me tier 3 camp. Game? No? Nothing? Nothing out here? 15 serpents? I don't think so. That's not a thing that gives us mood. That is something that steals our mood. It's probably fine, right? We have ranged guys. You can kite them back and kind of get a good initiate on them, usually. But it's not a fight that gives us anything, really. I mean, it gives us some 30 attachments, maybe, but it also requires nacho horns, and we need nacho horns for our horn plates that we are not using. So, yeah, no. Let's just continue. Seems like there's not much of anything out here, though, huh? Now it's nighttime. I guess I'll just go a little bit to this area during the night. And it's about to turn to day, so we just head into Rasanan. Very low amount of fights up there, huh? Not good, not good. At least these guys do not have ambush trade routes, so that's nice. I guess this is okay, but do I need it? I don't think I do. I need one set of tools. I'll buy one set of ammo just to cap. I'll take a look at the recruits. Malik the Historian, Haroon the Historian. I want the chatliest historian of all time. This man, obviously, faint-hearted and insecure. What a man. No. Not gonna recruit them right now. Oh, good God. If there ever was a bad thief, this guy is probably it. And Uthman, are you a god? This man is also cocky. This is one of the worst traits in the game, but this is one of the best traits in the game. Rasil is all around a good guy, and I don't know why I'm doing this. Let's check arena. 6 nomads? Do I get... I think I do get the arena fighter here, right? Yeah. So let's do it real quick. Oh, we do get it on George as well. But no one else, right? I think caffeine is 3, yeah. Bring me. We're not doing 5 fights with you anyway. Wanna shoot in the arena? Well, you don't get to. You don't get to, good sir. We just bring 3 mega chonks. The triple chonkers. Oh no, whatever shall I do? I will back off, guys. Oh no, I am so scared. Oh, I'm so scared, guys. Please don't hurt me. Oh no, he's whipping us. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Whatever shall I do? Caffeine. Not great, but... Oh, that's bad, yeah. A bit annoying. Please don't disarm him. Alright, he missed the crucial shot there. That's a bit annoying as well. One more death. One more death. And they're done. Ah yes, Mr. Whipper. You truly are doing remarkably well. $420! Everyone got 420 experience. Incredible. Alright, +5, resolve on 2 of our bros. Very, very good. Nice little extra boon there. I didn't even consider we could get that, so that's neat. Alright, what else? Alchemist is what we're here for. Nothing, I guess. Big old nothing. I mean, we could grab a Night Owl Elixir for someone. I'll just grab the Experience Potion, because why not just stack up on these and giga level a guy? Don't forget to re-equip. Right, thank you. I mean, it was probably just puppies, right? It was probably just puppies, so does it really matter? I think on George... No, we were using dog on George too. Undead Collar on Sue, right? But I don't need the Undead Collar on Sue, so I'll use dog instead. Where's Cujo? Cujo. I killed him. Oh man, Cujo carried our early game, guys, and now he's dead and buried. What's this? That was a sword, guys. That was an incredibly potent sword at that. 54 to 59, that's a lot of damage, you know? That's more damage than the Reproach. Holy shit, my shit. Rolled a bit of weapon effectiveness, I think. Nothing too cool, but, you know, it could be a weapon for you, but I don't think so. I don't really know why I bought it, let's be honest here, but... it's very cool, so I bought it because it's cool. Would you look at that beautiful blade? I guess Stone Souls could have it, just so he feels more powerful. That's reasonable as well. We could also just, you know, say, hold up, it's a panda, are you really a fencer anymore, right? This is probably still better than just fencing. It costs literally nothing. We'll give it to him as a backup, instead of the whip, I think. Then we can swap to this. Once we're out of stam and we don't want to do... I mean, just for Monolith, this is probably better, right? For Monolith, this is just probably better. Anyway, we don't really want him out of position anyway. Jumping around, trying to pierce through the honor guards, right? That's not happening. So I think this weapon is better for him there. Anyway, so I'll just let him have it in his pocket for now. Pretty cool weapon. Sure wish it was a fencing sword instead, though. Anything else? I don't think so. How's mood? Do they have an easy contract we could complete, maybe? Dornan. Hunt down what terrorizes one skull. Yeah, I do this. Serpents. I mean, I guess we're fighting 15 serpents no matter what I decide to do here, huh? There is actually danger here, by the way. Nah, let's just gun them. I don't think the danger is great, but there is danger. Hate this game? Why? This is bad? This? No, this is not bad. I don't think this is very bad at all. I mean, I did give them, like, the worst opening turn, but... Well, I did do the kind of worst opening turn ever. But I think we'll be okay. This is a bit jank, but I think I'll go for it anyway. You lose some, you win some, indeed. Let's see how he dodges, guys. If he dodges at all. Why is my riposte not happening? I guess it bugged or it just doesn't work with, doesn't work if I get grabbed, I guess. Oh, man. Alarm off, DPS win. Yeah. No, there was never really any danger here. If there's 30 serpents, though, there might be danger. But there's 15 of these guys, and there are millions of us. And I mean, this man has 70 melee defense or something, so I don't know. 59 he's down to 59 now. But yeah, they haven't hit him once, which is a bit weird. They should have hit him at least once. At least, right? But I'm not gonna complain about that, you know? That's just a neat little bonus for us. Yeah, we are not afraid of this kind of fight anymore. We'll plan next run. I didn't mention the 3 different names of the 3 different runs I have, at least, right? I can write them again. What was it? It was this. It was what else? These guys and what's the last one? Yeah, one was a deserter run. But that's not the one I'm forgetting. Which one am I forgetting? There's one run I'm forgetting. The Evil Men. I mean, I can just check my I can just check my my chat logs, right? Can't I do that? Why can't I look at my... I can, never mind. Right. Criminal Scum, Blade Dancers, and Speed Demons. These are the three. I'll post them again. These are the three that I'm considering. And I'll explain them after the run is done. Let's see, what did that do for our mood? It was good. It wasn't incredible, but it was good. I will just... No. Yeah, maybe... I mean, do I not just click some... Either 9 Indebted with Sword Lances and Adrenaline, or 7 Masters with full in it to speed whip the Indebted. I mean, Criminal Scum is basically deserters. Where we can only recruit criminal brothers, and I have to be. I'm gonna do the like shoddy rules, where we are not allowed to be allied with any of the northern houses, right? So only the southern city-states is where we can sell and resupply and stuff like this. That's Criminal Scum. Blade Dancers is effectively only bladed weapons, which means I will allow daggers. It's the only weapon that is not bladed. It's technically kind of bladed, right? But otherwise, it's only swords, axes, sword lances, no bows, no throwing weapons, no guns. So it's going to be melee only. And then Speed Demons is initiative. Every build has to build around initiative. And I have to click initiative every level. Only deserters with only thieves in southern cities? I mean, there's raiders, there's deserters, there's thieves, there's... being a beggar is disallowed in certain countries, you know, beggars. Killer on the Run. You know, there are quite a few criminal backgrounds. But yeah, those are basically it. That is true, though. That is true. But we can get them in the woods. Yeah, maybe I didn't think it through thoroughly enough. Either way, you know, I'm probably playing Path of Exile next Friday, or the 29th. What is it? Next Thursday. So I'll only be playing up until then. Only criminals in the south are thieves and assassins. Well, guess we're playing thieves and assassins. Wildman only. Yeah, the problem with that, no matter lore, is it's just very hard to find enough Wildmen. Right? But locking yourself to one, if their origin texts says they did something illegal, right? Just as disowned nobles, but yeah. Maybe the south part should not be for that then. Maybe that should be for maybe Blade Dancers. Yeah. Maybe Criminal Scum are just Criminal Scum. Okay. Are we good to do the Goblin City like this? I think so, right? Bastards are not criminals, they're just bastards. Sometimes they've done criminal stuff, though. Right? I'd have to read all of the flavor text, which is a fun part of the thing. I was also considering doing like a noble-only run, where I only allow noblemen. Maybe, you know, could be fun too. I was also considering the Beggar Brigade. Right? Only beggars. Only beggars. I mean, for only backgrounds, right? For runs with only background, only one background allowed, I think Daytailor are probably the most reasonable to do, right? Because they just exist everywhere. But yeah, we'll see. I haven't quite figured it out yet. We might take it to a vote as well, you know. Also, I should probably just get rid of all this stuff, huh? That I just got. Yeah, I'll just sell it all. I don't think I need any of it. Can I? They don't have a taxidermist anyway, right? Crippled dreams. I mean, cripples can do anything. Only cripples. Yeah, I could probably do that. That could be fun. Only assassins make a clan of ninjas. Yeah, I mean, that's what the criminal scum would devolve into eventually, right? Eventually, that is what it would devolve into. Only assassins and thieves. You know, assassins and thieves. Clan of ninjas, that does sound fun. You know, we just making a whole squad of assassins. I mean, for blade dancers, that could be fun too, right? Then there's one belly dancer, and just assassins and thieves. But guys, I'm going to take a little short coffee break here. Hybrid assassins, God no, God no. I don't think. Do we have an assassin? I don't think we do, right? We didn't. Yeah, we do. Of course. They don't really make for good ranged brothers, right? 32 to 42. They have the same as lowborn, so not the best idea. If you want to make reliable hybrids, the best background is sellswords. For sure. But, you know, hunters can work, poachers can work. Apparently gamblers can work. Yeah. But this guy is good because he has 6 veteran levels, right? If you take away the 6 veteran levels, he's not that impressive. What is he? He's 87, 88, right? Which is reasonable, but whipped and deadeds are the best hybrids. That is also a fair statement. But guys, I will be right back. I'm just considering if there's anything I should buy or bring from here, but I will consider that while I get my coffee. And then we'll go to Rolga 6. Yeah. BRB. New Gamba just dropped, guys. Alrighty. Is there anything I need? I only have 2 initiative potions, so I'm not going to be using those. Could have done it sooner, but was busy. No worries. We can stall a little bit. Don't worry about it. 20 arrows. Is that enough? I don't know that it is. But we have 10 extra on another bro. I have been out-hated. Who put 10k on 1-2 dead? That may have been me. What the fuck, guys? You don't believe, huh? You guys don't believe. But I mean, it is an incredibly volatile fight. So there is just that. There is just that, the fact that it is incredibly volatile. How about you don't get rooted, sir? Yeah, be the bigger hater. And this is where we slaughter our puppies. Yep. I'm an order and I need my points very well. We still do fights on the way, of course. Hopefully no wounds, but you never know. You never know. Ouchie. Ouchie. Alright. They are poking at our armors quite rudely, but also, yeah, this position is quite evil. I don't think they're gonna be able to do much. Yeah. We'll see though, you know, you never know. Sometimes they do things. Oh man, I don't like this hammer hitting me. Stop! Don't shoot at Funkin. He has not earned this. Oh yeah, shoot at Stone Souls, guys. That's fine. Don't mind that. That's right. I mean, that's very kind of him to just destroy his turn fully and bait in his friends. I don't hate that. The full swap. We're using that for Gobbo City just in case terrain is awful. There's a double leader right there. Oh, didn't kill, huh? Cleaver here can hurt my boy, for sure. This combination of weapons is actually quite scary for Hold Up It's a Panda right here. But as long as I don't get hit by all 4 attacks, I'm fine, right? And they literally hit none of them, so... And I don't think they're gonna be getting much more done here. Nice and easy. Leave, foolish mortals. Alright. Whatever. Okay, he got back. So, very, very volatile fight. Sometimes it's the easiest fight in the world. Sometimes it's an awful fight. You never know. You just never know. It all depends on what kind of terrain we're working with. For next round, you should attack the locations while weaker to make the gambas more interesting. I mean, yeah. Yeah. I mean, if I put the time limiter on myself, as I do sometimes, you know, then it becomes harder. But, you know, for this kind of run where I don't have a time limit, I don't think the fights are that scary anymore, you know? But I mean, there is still a great danger, right? We could just still get unlucky. There is for sure no guarantee that we get out of this one easily, right? We could get an incredibly bad terrain roll, and then it's just awful, right? Only 26? But I mean, 26 plus a gazillion. Do I have a shield tucked away somewhere? Here, right? But I do want it here, I think. Unless you do the 16 non-indebted strats. But who does that? Yeah. Are you trying to bait me with manhunters again? You know that doesn't work, right? The plated armor of the Idgerok. Beautiful. 40 attachment, and alright, so we should probably just slap a 40 on this one. Or the bone plating. I think bone plating goes here, though. It's a bit bad for the nimble values, but I think it's still better. He's just dead if he dies, or if he gets hit anyway. And then we have two 40s. Right, we could just slap 40s on these two instead now. The fearsome is decent, but reduces resolve of enemies in melee by 5. I don't think so, guys. I simply don't think so. I think just 40 flat armor is better. This comeback is going to either pay someone big or make some people go into debt. Hell yeah. Do we want anyone else seeing properly? When I did speed up in a challenge way your next run, give time limit to quest aspirations, like you have 5 days to each aspiration. After aspiration, you need to do legendary locations in the same time limit? Nah. Nah, that sounds strange. I don't know what these aspirations would be. Alright, so we are a lot of newts and some berserkers, which is slightly annoying. It's not the worst, but yeah, usual auto time limit is all cleared 150 days. Yeah, all legendaries. That's usually what I aim for. If I try to do like challenge runs, specifically that don't have external rules except for that. Oh, ambitions. 5 days to do each ambition. But I mean, how do you even set that up? It's not like I can do legendary locations in the first 3 days, right? Alright. Wait for nighttime. And we approach from the mountain to randomly spawn better terrain, because it works that way, but it doesn't actually work that way. But we can imagine that it does. Alright, is there anything else I'm forgetting? I don't think there is. Day 1, Idgerok, when? Right. You need to stall for 5 more minutes? I mean, we can just say that the, it's over. If we should start on the hill, I'm all in on 0 deaths, no cap. Alright, I'll wait until the prediction is over, guys. Like, do ambitions every 5 days, and we do finish doing all unique ambitions or fail to do one. You go and do legendary locations every 5 or 10 days. Ambitions are a bit weird. Right, I'd rather just set a time limit for when I do legendary locations, right? With like the 150 days. Because like doing the... You still want to do the legendary locations last after you're done with everything, right? When you're strong. Yeah. I don't know. Want to do more with ambitions, we can just do Oath Takers. I've done an Oath Taker run. I don't recall what that was, though. We do have some Oathy boys. I don't think that was one-armed, right? What was one-armed even? The Menace? Oh, the Contractors. Holy Fuck, that one was bad. Oh, that was painful. That was pain. Holy shit. I have an even worse variant of that one if you want to watch me suffer, guys. Take every fight, right? Take every fight, do every contract. Yeah. Yeah. And then finish all legendary locations. If you really want to watch me suffer, basic bitches, they might have been. They might have been basic bitches. And then community was like Pesa Militia, right? That one was fun. We had some real garbanzo brothers in that one. And I roasted everyone at the end of the run. That was fun. It's hard, but I think 5 days are enough to do to all ambitions. Yeah, Lindworm fights, that's what would happen. It would devolve into just constant Lindworm deaths. I see what you're saying, Forge Potions. I mean, that just sounds strange. I don't like playing around my ambitions too much. Alright. How we looking? Oh shit. 10k versus 10k here. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's it is what it is, right? I gotta play accordingly. I can't leave the roads effectively until I'm strong enough, right? Yeah, I can't enter towns because, well... I mean, like I said, if I want to speed up the play Forge Potions, I'll just set a harder... Or I'll just set a time limit, right? For when I need to finish the run. Met some Lindworms near the town. You can meet Lindworms near the towns, but, you know, at the point where the Lindworms start spawning, we should be okay. Alright. Can we end the prediction, right? Or we gotta wait. We gotta wait. We gotta wait, boys. We gotta wait. Day 25, 5 desert worms. I mean, it could happen, but it's very unlikely. But yeah, once I, you know, if I do that run and I go, you could close the votes, let's do so. Let's go here. But you won't? Alright, fine. We'll keep it there. Yeah. I'll just go through my coffee immediately instead. 100 days to kill 100 Ifrits. God, please no. But yeah, that money was added. All right. I guess. Yeah. I mean the do all fights. I had that in my like runs you could vote for. The Unstoppable Force, I think I called it. Right. Was right to keep it going. Nice. Yeah, the Unstoppable Force was that idea. Where it's effectively the contractors, but worse. And the contractors was evil. I don't recall how long it took me to complete that one, though. But that one was painful. The frickin' mountain fight against Hexen and Shrats. Ugh. Speedrun to get worse relations with all towns, I guess. Hello, Jeff. Finally back from work. Hurry, get your vote in. You know? Before the timer is out. We're just about to head into Rule 6 right here. If you want to lose some points. New challenge, every time you visit a town, you have to recruit a bro. I don't think that's a hard challenge at all. I can just do that, you know. But you mean I have to recruit and keep someone, right? I was thinking, like, unique backgrounds and things like this could be fun, right? Alright, I'm heading in, boys. Let's see what kind of terrain we get. Please don't become Dawn. I don't think it's Dawn. Let's hope it's not. If it is Dawn, well then we're fucked. Alright, terrain is acceptable, but not good. Unique backgrounds is kind of okay, right? Only using one of each background. Could be fun, but not hard, right? It's not that hard. Things are starting out great, boys. Alright, so we could either split into two and take one high ground each, or we try to force our way up one high ground. But trying to get up a high ground, if we don't get up there on the first turn, is probably not happening. Right? So maybe we need to split our forces here. They're too good at the game, I want to see you lose a run. Yeah, I mean, fair enough, right? I mean, I lost 2 runs before I got this run going, right? But those were like the first 2 fights. But yeah. The background background dies. Yeah, maybe. Okay. So, we know there's a northern squad, we know there's a southern squad. We have 2 high grounds we can work with. We can access the high grounds with not too many bros. It might be worthwhile just pushing to the right here and trying to overpower these guys, right? While we try to delay up here with maybe 4 bros. Right, and the rest of the squad tries to force their way into these 2 shaman. I would like my archer up on this hill. Yeah. I could send Chaucer on a flank. We do want to split up a little bit. I'm gonna go up here and just look at the terrain. Alright, maybe this is a kill, if we're lucky. It is. So I can even move and Adren here. Which is nice. This high ground is very, very strong. Right, but it does leave these guys on quite an island. Yeah, we're working on challenges here. I don't just hate going up north, though. Especially with the gun, right? Especially with the gun. I could also just send the gun here. And that could be fine, too. But yeah, feel free to suggest things, and I'll tell you they're stupid. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry for being a bit negative around suggestions, right? I don't mean to be. I mean, the southern one is way safer, but we already committed to a little bit of the north here. If I wanted the southern one, I should have pulled back immediately, right? But I might still pull back. Attack us 363. Thank you for the follow, man. Our friend's challenge where you don't pay wages on Lone Wolf is really hard, but I know you don't like slaves. Yeah. Should leave the shields at home because double grip does more damage unless you have more fatigue to get out of nets. I mean, we did the one arm menace already, Choppy Cat, so that's kind of that, right? Only unique backgrounds, but that's like a 500-day run, bro. Lone Wolf check? You wanna look at my Lone Wolf? Very well. I'm still thinking, so... I'm still thinking on how I approach this. No worries. I think we shuffle a lot of bros south, and we play with maybe 5 up north, and we just pray that they're strong enough, right? And they'll get barraged, and they'll have an awful fucking time. But I think we're strong enough to where we can just do it, right? And we just pull these guys to the south. And, the problem is we're gonna get so fucked up on Hola Bits of Panda doing that. Which I don't love, but we do have a good opener turn here, right? We've got the potential to attack with my Lone Wolf while pushing him towards the right. Which is incredible, right? I can move him here and attack here. Maybe forcing our way up north is fine, and we split, right? Maybe splitting is fine. Maybe splitting is fine. I'm just worried. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, this Hex is very strong for Stone Souls right here. The problem is we don't really have the tanks for it, but I think I'm gonna do it, guys. I think I'm gonna go here with Funking. That does mean I get 1 less attack, so maybe not, but here is too scary, maybe. Considering these archers and these 2. But it's not that bad. Meme dropped? Well, I'll look after the battle. Around where everyone has the same perks. That could actually be quite funny. Range Pro only run. There is... I have a Range Pro only run going. That it's around day 90. Yeah, the Unending Barrage, correct. No, I am going to pull both my archers to the south, right? I'm gonna use most of my strength in the south, and we'll try to force our way up northeast from there. These guys will have an awful time, but hopefully we'll just break them. That's just what I'm gonna pray for. But I think that putting my archer here is too scary, right? I think it's just too scary. Nudist run, that sounds fucking hellish. I do not like the sound of that. I want to negate the net if possible. I missed. Sucks to be me. Alright, formation is fucked. Is our main issue right now. I think. The one thing I wanted to set up and get done, right? Classic. Fucking classic. 95, rolled 96. It's beautiful. I think I just go here. Alright, they get the best route of their lives. That's just what it is. I probably jump here. And then jump here. Or maybe try for this kill. But he doesn't die immediately. Could drop dog too. Dog might be better here. Yeah, just for scatter. Yep, Goblin City. All the throwing bolas. Please. Unlucky. Another 95 miss, guys. Beautiful. Alright, and now begins the struggle that is Goblin City, which is perma-root on everyone. Like, literally, all of my brothers will now become rooted. And pain will ensue, right? At least they're shooting at my tank. In the south, because of positioning. But up here, they are shooting at Caffeine. But at least they're shooting before this net gets dropped. A lot of them, at least. The Wolf Riders, we don't care too much about the Wolf Riders. I don't think they're an issue, really. We can probably safely ignore them for most of the fight, right? If they wanna try and flank, that's okay with me. But I did put these guys in just severe danger. Damage is being split though, and dogs are doing well. Here comes the crossbows. These are also scary here. Okay, yeah, that's great. Immediate wound on Lone Wolf. Alright, but at least we're in position now. On one archer. And we missed an 80. And okay. Okay, guys. Okay. Yeah, we might just lose the run here, guys. It is looking dark. I don't have... I don't have... the Idjorok armor here. Alright, I'm just gonna try to buy some time with dogs. Good doggo. I think I gotta push. I gotta split at least, right? I mean, these Wolf Riders, they will get in, but I think we should be able to deal with them. I think Pepe needs to get in there and start dishing out some pain. The only thing they can do is single target root him, which I'm not too scared of. Maybe here is better and dropping dog before in front of me. I like that. And now we just try and break free. And we try to free our shield guy. We can't leave these guys too alone. I kind of want Chaucer to go though. So I'll release Chaucer. You gotta break free and just try and get up, but you can't right now. Thank fucking God. We're out of juice though, fully. I'll pull out my shield. I will shield wall. No need to adrenaline, I don't think. I mean, I could get away from the route by adrenalining. Maybe. This is awful, guys. This is real bad. This is really, really bad. Those 2 crossbow bolts just smacking right into my lone wolf is not good. I'm just gonna go out and say it. It's not good. Alright, tank some arrow shots, and I guess we push you down 1 hex. Alright. Yeah, he can get struck down, sure. Would be nice to get Stone Souls up to a position where he can gun. Nice, scatter, protecting us. That's also very good. Doggo doing work. That's fine. Not too much damage there. Lone Wolf is getting hit by literally everything. Alright. More roots. More roots. And more roots. And everyone is rooted. And now we just need to deal the damage, guys. Are you shooting? No. Alright, you probably need to get freed because you can get up here. Never mind. Oh. Yeah. Lone Wolf is just dead, guys. He just got hit by every crossbow bolt. It's a 50-50 though, but 3 in a row? Pretty evil, I would say. But it's fine, we can heal him. Start out with these guys now. Ignore nets and just deal damage and hope we break them. I think it's the play. You are going to free him and you are going to get barraged, and that's okay. Can't even attack from here, I just gotta break free. Then wait. Alright, I'm gonna start pushing. You can't really break free. I think Autumn Res breaks you free and you try to get into position to start gunning now. Maybe that will save us. He's 1 puncture away from disaster, boys. But he will not run. He will not run. It will not be allowed. Alright. Not a great gunshot anyway, but yeah. Looking mighty painful, but maybe we get a shaman here. We do, thank God. That is very solid. I'm just hoping they don't kill Tsu this turn. Maybe we can get some more value out of him. Down he goes. Struck down. Right? I mean, I assume so. He just got fucking owned by these crossbows, man. Pray for brain damage. Oh. And the game crashed. I'm not even kidding, guys. What the fuck is this, man? It's the same one from yesterday. Or from 2 days ago. I don't even know, guys. When he shot and killed a dog. But it shot and killed a dog just fine here. I'm just trying to figure out what's causing this freeze. Both game crash every time on Gobble City. I mean, I've had crashes on this fight so many times. I really just need to change the frickin' what's its face? My speed up mod, I think. Yeah, everyone was scammed. Was the netted dog? Maybe it was because he was netted. I mean, it might be that they're like shooting and then they target him, right? He targets him with his second shot. No, he aimed shot. So I don't know. Because it's stuck. Like, it's stuck on this guy's turn. The Goblin Ambusher here. He shot and killed. And then he tried to do something before it was technically allowed, I think, according to, like, the game code. Which is causing it to get stuck in, like, an infinite loop. Where it can't go any further. Yeah. I don't know. What can you do? Yeah. I mean, we are running Surgeon, so even if someone dies, they just get struck down, and we do have the water skin, so we can just fix one bro. Which is fine, but yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know why that happens. Let's vote again. Yeah, do a shorter vote then. Because I want to get back in there. Don't have all the time in the world today, sadly. But yeah, if you wanna, you can do another vote, Stone Souls. If people wanna gamble. Oh, there already is one. What the fuck? There already is one. Maybe remove crash from vote options. Nah, it's good. I'm just happy we got a good clip out of that fight. I gotta watch it, actually. There we go. Oh, map. That was fucking incredible. Make a new one? I don't even know. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, vote on Game Crash, guys. Bop challenge. Find on pickup. Right? Right, once a bro equips a weapon, he can't ever equip another weapon. That could be fun. But it's gonna be awful. I get like it's super juicy, bro, and I'm like, nope. Not fighting, bro. You're not fighting. You're sitting until we get your weapon. Have like an entire reserves line of just Giga Chads, and then I have my shitty boys with fucking sticks and spears running in. Beautiful. I guess you can upgrade, but once equipped, no one else can use it. I see. Maybe. I don't know. I just want to get through this hellscape first. I mean, it was nighttime, right? Yeah, they did use the night vision thing. Alright, boys, are we done voting? Can I predict? All dead, game crash, voted. No, I couldn't. Just bet for the game crash again, guys, I'm telling you. It's free money. 5 minutes, bro. 30 seconds next time, okay? We ain't got time for this. But yeah, you can close the vote and we'll go, right? I don't wanna start the fight before. If you can't do that. I'm just kidding. Like 2 minutes, you know? I don't wanna, you know, we already did the fight, right? I don't wanna sit and wait between every attempt if it keeps crashing, which is super annoying. But what do? I mean, if it crashes again, I'll turn off mods and we'll just have to do it super slowly, I guess. Submission's closed. Alright, thank you. Thank you. Let's see what terrain we get this time. Of course we get the Giga terrain now. Nearly 40k on the line again. Nice. Crashing is game to reroll into better terrain. Yeah, but I mean, at least you'll see what a good terrain does for this fight now. Hopefully. And yeah, we are just going to bum rush the right side. That is all we're gonna do. And I mean, they're pushing us now. Please push us all the way, guys. Just all of these guys, just push. Yeah, just kill yourselves. This is what sometimes happens. Not all of them do, though, but a lot of them push like idiots. And it's just gonna, yeah, it's just gonna be over pretty quickly here, I think. And I'm not gonna follow here. I'm gonna stay with these three guys. And they're just gonna... maybe Stone Souls goes away, though. I have shots on this Shaman. 37%ers, though. I think that's a bit greedy right now. I think it's better to try to farm resolve damage at the start of the turn here. I mean, I could go for a 66 and go for a 66 next turn, but I don't think that's the play. I think it's better to just try for kills. Alright, that guy's dead at least. I mean, this is a great gunshot right here, so let's just go for it. Autumn Reds. 3-hex dog, right? I think 3-hex dog is the play. He can't do much else anyway. And we are just gonna push. There's nothing else for it here. You can wait. Alrighty. Give me a second. Bork. Just not saying anything, yes. Alright. Okay. I mean, if we're missing shots like this, it doesn't matter, right? That we get a good terrain. But this is at least very solid. I think you just stay back here. Actually, probably here. No, yeah, just stay right here. I need to pull up our fencer right here, probably. And we're just gonna play on this high ground. They'll shoot into this group. And they'll root this group. I'm pretty sure. But as long as Tsu does not get crossbowed, we're fine, right? That is literally all that could fuck us now. I think, at this point. And I'll just bunch. I don't think it's too bad to bunch here. And I think here they will shoot more at me and maybe I get a morale trigger. And right here and shield wall. Will they shoot at Funkin? They will. A little bit. But mostly here, I think. Alright, and here comes the rooting, but, I mean, we're already breaking the right side. And, I mean, the Overseers can do something about it, but also they're engaging us, right? They're pushing us, so... Them pushing us is just very, very good for us, you know. Disrespecting a dog here, huh? Alright, and here comes the roots. A few of them. I mean, we could still very much crash, guys. We could still very much crash out here, so. Okay, they're just whipping, and one shot on George. That's fine. George just survives. I'm going to go for a regular hit into Reap, or a Reap into regular hit. I think Reap into Reap, actually. And Adrenaline. That is very bad. Pretty rude of them to do that. I want Arbiter Dan to get in, so I'm not gonna unroot with him. I'll wait. Yeah, Ken, you're just too fat for this fight, really. Same thing with Caffeine. They're just too fat for this fight, so they just break free one guy. And we're just farming resolve hits down here. Alright, you try to break yourself out. You'll probably fail to do so. 26. Now we're cooking, guys. 56. Alright, never mind. Can't reap, so only single target hits, but I mean, this shaman already running. This shaman might die next turn. Alright, and we can get through here now. That is great. I'm thinking of disrespecting here. And I will. Alright, that's our turn. Nice resolves trigger right there. And we just push through. Alright, they can pull out... no, they cannot pull out daggers. No daggers. Got a new haircut. Nice, Juice Crab. I'm sure you're looking mighty hot. Yeah. Alright, my beautiful boy Funkin. Alright, he's dancing. And Funkin... You know, Funkin is Funkin. So I don't think he's in that grave danger. I should have given him the sword, actually, for this fight, for sure, right? Mostly worried about the stuff on him, right? Alright, Funkin, let's see you work your magic. We're basically at a point where I can very soon just turn off my brain, guys. If not already. Alright, 51. 51. Alright, well, that's okay. Me and the combos are just praying for a crash, yeah. I freaking guess, bro. I freaking guess. Go for him! Oh, what a grand puppy. The best puppy of all time, Thorn. 10 out of 10 puppy. 10 out of freaking 10. Yeah, just shooting at Hold Up It's a Panda is not real, so that's good. But yeah, you just see how much terrain does in this fight, really. How many? It's 42, right? What Stone Soul said. I mean, it's almost our turn already. Like, we already broke them fully. It's just Jover. Oh man, no fatigue. I want to get on top of this guy. Oh, well, this guy specifically, but... just farming resolve hits, really. Just go into the gas, sir. Alright. I mean, I guess I can just go here. Hope for the hits here. Let's see if the game crashes when they try to target my dogs. Alright. We got out of there. This guy, he did not get out. Alright, these guys are done, so let's just move this way. Alright, archers, you gonna crash the game? You're gonna crash the game, archers? Come on, that's an aim shot. That crashed the game last time. Come on, guys. Just crash it. Just crash it, boys. Just crash it. You know you want to. They know they want to crash it, guys, for sure, right? Mega root. Alright, you just try and break free, sir. It's not gonna succeed, but... oh man, no fatigue. Oh god, he's unleashed now. And he's going off on his lonesome. Against 0 threats. Classic. Oh, they're fighting back though. Oh shit, they're shooting at dogs. We could crash here. Alright, the camera's panning a bit too much. Maybe that causes a crash. Nah. Alright. Maybe we're fine. Maybe we're not. Who knows? They call him the Lone Wolf, indeed. Without Lone Wolf, though. Are you freaking blind, bro? Fucking poison, man. Well, doggos will solve our issues. Or crash the game. But not so Lone Wolf. I mean, yeah. But I mean, at least we got to showcase the volatility of this fight, right? Like what difference the terrain makes, right? Just them pushing us on the first turn just means we can start laying into them on our first turn, which means we can negate the entire negative aspect of getting rooted, right? Because if we're dealing damage during the first turn, we're just breaking them very, very quickly, even without much in the way of fearsome, right? Even without much in the way of fearsome. Every time this fight crashes, you go back in with better terrain. I know. I don't know what to tell you guys. You're just gonna have to trust me. The game crashed. What can I say, you know? And I fucking hate it. I hate that the game crashes. It disgusts me. So I am going to make sure I swap out my game speed mod for next run, for sure. Because that's the only thing I think can cause it. The Gobbles having high ground is the true crash reason. I mean, they did have high ground, right? Only on one side, though. Is the fight balanced if a change in terrain makes such a wide array of difficulty? I don't think so. But I'm not. I don't think every fight needs to be balanced either. Right? Some fights should just be, well, fuck you, bro. Right? I think that's fine. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I don't want every fight to be like that, of course, but having a few fights be that way, 1 or 2, you know, in a game, I don't think is bad, right? Where there's just high variance between runs. But I mean, this was still not the cleanest one we've done. Although the type of guy to taunt his DM on 10 HP, I am the DM, so can't taunt myself. For a very long time, I thought you always spawn in the pit. No, no, no. I mean, this lich was pretty pathetic. We didn't encounter a single glyph of warding, right? Right? Yeah. Well, at least we got a good clip out of it, right? At least there's something good that came from the freaking crash. Still sucks balls, though. You know, I was kind of looking forward to getting punished. I was kind of looking forward to getting beaten, guys. You know, I've been so overconfident this fight, or this run in general. So I just wanted to get fucked in the ass for once, you know? It would have been nice. But the game said no. The game said, yo, Otto, you're struggling. How about we let the game crash? Right? Truly a great game. Yeah. Clip it, fellas. Yes, sir. Hey, Babera. Yeah. Too low-hanging fruit? Yeah. I mean, I want to get punished. Maybe we get a setback now. We fight Monolith, we fail. And then we gotta rebuild, right? Then we gotta rebuild. And then the run never ends. And we go for 600 days. I think you should never have positive terrain in Goblin City, because you fight on their territory. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, if you always started on low ground, it would be the hardest fight in the game. I'm pretty sure. Easy peasy, yeah. But I mean, yeah, at least we get to show how much of a difference the terrain makes this fight, right? Yeah. Who is that? It's the man who runs and destroys all the cities. Go to Monolith? Yes. Yes, we are going to Monolith, my dudes. And we can start a prediction on Mono as well, because I'm just gonna bum rush Mono. I'm gonna go ancient thingamajig into Monolith here. It still break easily. Legendary location should be as free as it just was. No, I agree. But I mean, did you catch the first part before it crashed, right? That was not free. You won it all. Congratulations, Jeff. You're rich. Now spend it on causing my bros to get infinitely drunk. You know what, guys? Let's just round things out, shall we? I mean, we could still take fights, but I don't think we need to. No, I don't think we need to. I think we just go for the ancient statue here. And we'll use that for our mood. I mean, don't do it now, Jeff. Don't do it now. Posture check? Sure thing. Alright. There's a shitload of towns here. What the fuck is going on here, guys? It's hell. It's hell on earth. City, 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 city. You wanted goblins? You get goblins. So I was on phone, BM now? Yeah. I'm gonna go for a Black Monolith right now, because I just wanna finish the run today. And if I stall too long, I'm not gonna be able to do so, right? Because I do have to leave in about 45 minutes or so. So let's just get a mono under our belt. Gets 40k points, only pays for one round of drinks. Classic, right? Alright, let's hope the ancient statue is good enough for us. I think it should be. Euphoric. We click mono. We speed things along. There are Giga Shrats in here, right? Yeah, the Mega Shrat groups of like 7 Shrats. 2 of them, I think. No button for 10 rounds? Yeah, no. You gotta manually click every time. Gamba for Mono has been opened, guys. What do you think? You think Monolith will be harder or easier than the first Goblin City. This will probably do, though. How's mood? It's 94. I want to... Like, since mood has deteriorated a tiny bit, it is probably worthwhile doing this just to push it up. But fine. No auto, he says. No. Okay, I'm sorry, Stone Souls. I'll go over. It's so hard, though. There's famed items in there, sir. I'm in a 5-minute gamba. Oh! Oh, please! Lord have mercy on my soul. Holy shit, I almost died. IRL. Holy fuck. Did I listen to myself? It was 20 minutes. We almost died, guys. We almost freaking died right there. That's more dangerous than the monolith, I think. The frickin'... I mean, the Shrats just ate those guys for breakfast, I'm sure. No? Okay, they left them alone. Alright, and we end up here quite close to midday, which is perfect. And I am going to take a short break. I'm going to get myself coffee. And meanwhile, you guys can vote. And then when I get back, we start chugging. We wait till midday if we get messed up. We don't go in fully confident, which is a bummer, right? At Gamba on screen, can I? I don't think I don't know how. To be honest, I don't know if I actually can. But yeah. And then we just head in and we slaughter these fools. No fencing sword for this one. Maybe a pocket melee shield for Hold Up It's a Panda. I'll do the equipping right before, and I'll argue why I'm equipping the way I am, right? Let's make a new message like the fame counter, but what? But I can't make it live update the Gamba, you know? Or you just mean Gamba? I just write Gamba, you know? I mean, I could do that. Gamba. Gamba. There you go, guys. It's there. Feel free to Gamba. Bang. Big Gamba. Let's put it beneath Monolith so you can see Monolith. And I want to be inside of the B, but I can't. I guess I'll be in the V here. Gamba. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. Get myself my coffee, and then we'll go. Alrighty, boys. It is time for massive amounts of preparation. Well, not that much, but a little bit. Just let me delete this little Gamba thing. There we go. Alrighty. First things first, we can consider our positioning. I'm just going to move these guys over, make sure we have my friend over here. He is going to be getting this armor. Caffeine does not work like this. We need this heavy body on someone else. Don't think it works on Ken either. Don't think it works on you either. Well, that's a bit of a struggle. I guess Pepe will just have to use heavy armor for this one. It means his fatigue is gonna suck. But I don't think we have too much luck here. There's Surgeon? Yes, we have Surgeon, and we're right before midday. So we can chug our potions and instantly proc our healing even if we get sick. That is the play. And as for formation, right? We probably want Sue on the west side. We don't want him all the way on the flank though. For the mega flank, we want the tankiest bro, and that is probably Autumn Reds, who is a sword man. And then we probably want Pepe right next to him to be able to deal with the spillover from Airlook. Right? Pepe will be in somewhat of a danger. We want to put my Fencer on one of the safer hexes. And I want you guys to deal with early... I mean, we did Witch Hut, Stormfire. This is the last fight of the run, probably. Let's unequip this shit and this shit. And let's grab our axes. Probably Firepot here. Alright. And let's set up. 1, 2, 3. Show tank, please. I don't know if he can. I don't think, because we don't have Brawny, he can't do the Indom cycle, Vibera. We can't do the shield wall Indom cycle, sadly. Exactly, Stone Souls, exactly. I don't think we can do the Indom shield wall cycle. If I had Brawny instead of maybe Steelbrow or Colossus, we could, I think. I mean, we'll still try for it, but I don't think we get it. Alright. No weapon. Backup shield with melee defense. Main shield with melee defense is this one. Backup shield should be this one. We don't need more than 2, more than likely. If we need more than 2, well, sucks to be you, Airlook. Yeah, PoE addiction is next week. For a bit. Not too long, probably. We'll give this here. You should have Flail. Which Flail is better, however? They don't have much armor on the Necros, so maybe this Flail is better. I think it might be. There's a Legacy of Freysia event. Legacy of Freysia. I'm gonna be making a Mana Bow solo self-found hardcore character, probably. Alrighty. Yeah, I didn't play too much of Freysia in the first go-around, so I'm interested. Alright, you get a fire pot. We're just tossing these fire pots on turn 1 to deal a tiny bit of extra damage. Maybe I do put you here then, Captain Sue. I'm not gonna bring a backup shield. I just want fatigue more than anything. I will have a whip though, just in case. And as for this helmet, we'll slap it on Autumn Reds. He's in a very dangerous hex. That means we can move this here. Can I move this then? I can. Alright, so caffeine's good, right? You can't reach attack, but that's okay. We do this instead then. Yeah, and then he works. This spear is useless here anyway. Squad's melee attack is crazy, yeah. I think we're gonna shred this location, guys. But we'll see. And, I mean, Ken is in a very safe hex right now. I don't think I need him over there. I think I prefer having him in the north. And then we'll shuffle everyone down one hex. Like this. Have the shitty blade. Doesn't matter if he has a weapon or not, but this is effectively free to wield, so... You know, maybe he'll get to attack once or twice. Highly doubtful. He's mostly gonna die. Alright. I think equipment is done. No. We do need the necklace here. We only have 92. That's not enough, so we need the necklace. If we wanna be completely safe, we need 110 resolve. Right? But 92 is far from safe here. More dogs? We could equip more dogs, but dogs don't do much in this fight. Dogs are mostly in the way in this fight, in my opinion. I do think I prefer resolve things here, specifically for Autumn Reds as well. We do have one inventory slot here. We could do another smoke. We need nets, though. We need nets. You guys need to start with nets. What am I doing? Maybe no fire pot then and double net here. They do steal hits from you as well, though. Because they get in the way. And they don't do much. And they're not gonna tank much of anything. I mean, we could delay the push, but I don't want to delay the push. And they also provide free food for the Necrosavants, which I do not want. That I do not want at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Net number 6. Where? I mean, I guess we just go for 5. And then we can have backup net here. And no fire pot, I guess. But we brought all the fire pots, but we are not bringing them, huh? Well, just hold some fire pots and then maybe Pepe. Fat nudes can't drop water. They can, right? 20. But yeah, they can't run 2 hexes though. That's a problem. He can. So maybe I let Pepe throw one then, and we burn a turn on Pepe. Hmm. Yeah, that's actually correct. Alright, am I forgetting anything else? I don't think I am. We have one more inventory slot here. Guess we could bring a smoke pod just in case. Same thing here, just smoke pod just in case. And he can toss it, but he's not ever gonna toss this, but we can have it there at least. I think this is the way we're gonna go. So now it's chugging time, boys. I mean, with the Resolve Potion, we're safe, actually, with the Resolve Potion. We don't need Necklace on him with the Resolve Potion. But I could also just skip Resolve Potion. But Resolve Potion still protects us against when they engage him. Yeah, so I think we're gonna do Resolve and Second Wind here. And maybe even Cat, too. Alright, so 84, so let's say I'm maxed out. And I have 49. Maxed out, 49, 42. I regain 42. It's not enough. It is not enough, right? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go Lionheart and Second Wind on tank. That way I can infinitely shield wall. No, I only do 2 potions per. Yeah, I'm thinking about how much I regain from clicking recover forged potions, because you can effectively create a state in the fight where your tank pops shield wall and endom, and then at the start of the turn, and then for the entirety of the turn, the enemy attacks him, bang bang bang, they mess him up fully. Next turn he goes last, and when he goes last, he uses recover, and then he regains enough initiative to a point where he goes ahead of all of the Ancient Dead for the next turn, which means you effectively have a permanent Endom and Shield Wall up. But we don't have the breakpoint. We're slightly too low on initiative, or slightly too low on fatigue, right? If I had Brawny, I could do it, I'm pretty sure. Or I'm like 90% sure I could do it with Brawny and a Cat Potion. But right now, we're not going to do that. Either way, you know, Hold Up It's a Panda wants a Cat Potion. As for fatigue potions, we're going to use one here. 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 We have 3 left. Fearsome may become a problem. For Airlook? I don't think so. Alright, he got sick. That's fine. Why is it 1 to 2 days? I wonder. We have Surgeon, so it should only be 1, but whatever. Autumn Reds. You need Resolve. And maybe Fatigue. We'll see later. You need Resolve. You need Resolve Potions as well. Yuchi, he got sick. We have 2 more Resolve Potions. We're gonna do 1 on Bannerman. And then final 1 on Funkin. He got sick too. Alright, and we have 2 more of the Fatigue Potions. 1 on Bannerman is probably a solid choice. And then final 1, probably Autumn Reds. And then we have nothing else really. Alright, now we just rest. We hope that everything heals by midday. Everything did not heal by midday, so now we have to run around like idiots for 1 day and we'll lose our confidence, which is a bummer. It is a bummer. So we're gonna move over to this mountain over here to not get ambushed. I'm gonna start moving back now. Wolf's level, I think 18. Alright, we have the Shrats, of course. They're out for our asses. They seem to have spotted us. Hope they leave us alone. Will they come? I don't think they'll come, right? I think we go. I don't think I've forgotten anything. I sure hope so. We'll see though. To the end. But beforehand, we need the song. The song, guys. The song. Alrighty. They will come? I sure hope there's no rats. I'm pretty sure. Third party can join mono, yeah. Okay, so what do we have to work with here? We got a pretty good setup for our tank. I'm probably moving back 3 hexes to this hex. And then 1, 2, 3. So these 2 hexes are disallowed. So we just, yeah, we just do a 2 hex shuffle back and we are fine. And we put our tank right up here. Negates one of them, and it will also allow some of them to spill over, which we love. Got a nice thief. Should I keep him? You should always keep a good thief. Alright. I'm gonna just position him immediately. I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna use this hex. Alright. The terrain here actually is slightly annoying for us. Yeah, Holobitsapana is not doing anything this turn. Neither are you. One, two, three. 2, 3. Yeah. Alright, shitty throws, sadly. This one's good at least, or well, it has the potential to be good. It was okay. That was good. Alright. Turn 1 done. Now we wait for Necro Savants. And Holobitsapana's turn is gonna get burnt. I'm gonna bring out Reach Weapon on George, I think. I was a bit too slow on that, so now they don't fully push us. Maybe they will if I weapon swap here, so I will weapon swap. I mean, yeah, Caffeine can weapon swap. Alright. Pepe just brings out this thing and waits. And George, just bring out your Reach Weapon and wait. And you, sir, wait. No confidence on our tank is not great. Alright, soon comes the Necro Savanti party. And they're gonna start gassing my boy. That is what we want. The more they gas him, the better. Alright, we wait. Alright, we're gonna get a lot of spill, which I kind of like. Alright, I kind of like that. Alright, Necros are delaying to some extent, but also that's bad, but surely Holobitsapana is fine. Usually this hex is one of the safer ones in the fight, but in this one particular case, it does look kind of evil. Went for a headshot, didn't get it. This split could kill. Not that likely, but anyway, if I split here, this guy dies next turn to the water. Otherwise, he might not. Meanwhile, if I round swing, I do not get the... I do not get Killing Frenzy and Zerk here. I think I'm gonna try for the split. I don't think it is enough damage, but it could be. It's not. But we get 2 stacks of reach advantage, which is good enough. So he's sitting at 67 on the flank, with Underdog active. Alright, we are focusing everything on Necro Savants. It is priority number 1. Alright, it is time to start Endom shield walling, sir. And I'm gonna do both this turn. Alright, lightning. 9 lives procced. And I am going to push, I think. Yes. Alright, let's see if the Reap kills here. If we're lucky, it does. It did not, it missed. Then we just wait and tank the gank, so to speak. 9 lives is procced here. We're gonna hit once, hope for a kill. We get it. We could go for this kill over this one. We're not getting this kill anyway right now. And I mean, at worst, he's attacking me. And I think the cleaver is more dangerous here. And we get the kill immediately. Very, very good. I will go for the 88 here too. Alright, we got Necro Savants on Giga Tank. That is not great. We'd prefer not to have that. That is pretty good for us, I think. Because we can just do this. This weapon is incredibly good. But I will only do 1 attack and then I will wait. From here, I can do a Reap and kill this guy now. He dies to water, but that's after his turn. So I'd prefer to use him for Berserk and Killing Frenzy. Right here. But I don't get him, of course. Hit the body, did just enough to not kill him. That is very bad. Is it enough of a detriment to brick us? I don't think so. Alrighty. It's time to bring out the banner. They can start horrifying us pretty soon. They might not, but they can, right? So I will. This guy did not die. I don't think we penetrate enough. Pretty certain we don't. I think I'll just try and hit a Necro Savant instead. Or, I mean, I could go for it. But he's a good target for 2 for next turn. But he's already got targets. No, he doesn't. So this is perfect. Alright. We hit here, we miss. It is classic. We don't care about that at all. I am going to hit here. And then I'm going to step here. You, sir, you're going to deal with Necro Savants. And you're going to swap to this cleaver, step here, and decap. Almost got him to proc the shit, but did not happen. Alright, sword, just split, beautiful, build our reach advantage stacks, and we did not proc the 9 lives here, but we have Funkin, who still has 3-headed flail attack, so effectively 3 attacks into this guy. I am gonna gamble on that, and instead try to proc the 9 lives here. I didn't get it. That's okay. That's okay. Alright. I'm gonna gamble here, like I said. I'm gonna leave this guy for Captain Sue. This last Necro Savant will come in soon, but not yet. I will just try and one-shot one of these guys. This guy specifically. Alright, and these guys will be taking a lot of beating here. But our killing speed is very high, and we did get Airlock 2 Confident from kills, which is lovely. Alright, Lightning Blade. This Necro Savant delaying is fine. But very, very soon we start becoming in trouble, right? So I'm gonna see, let's say 17 plus 25. That's 42. We have enough. So we do both this turn again. Alright, Sword Lancer. You probably Adrenaline for this guy, but you don't kill him anyway. So maybe Doggo Drop here is fine. Yes, Doggo Drop here is good. 9 lives procced. And let's see if he can do it. He could not do it. That is bad. Is it the worst thing that ever happened? It might be. It might be. They probably just feast on Fang, though. And I'm not too worried about that. There we go. We still have a net. I think Holubitsa Panda attacks once more, and then I think he pulls out a shield here. Alright, Fang, rest in peace. You're still fine. That is perfect, actually. Yeah, they just go for Fang. Now, we have a Reap set up here. A very good one at that. But I don't think we have enough fatigue. Alright, I am going to start by throwing here. 94 to kill. And I'm going to go back to the last song. There we go. And I'm gonna throw twice here. Beautiful. And we are still safe from this hex. We need to start dealing with these fools. Beautiful. Bannerman. I think I do a swap, throw, and swap back here. Or I do a double throw. Double throw is fine too. It might proc the 9 lives here. Does mean we don't have banner buff currently. Or anything, but it's okay. Fang gonna be the MVP? Yes, I hope so too. Alright, the priority is still these targets. We just need to kill them. As long as we kill them, we should be fine. George, however, will start cleaning up down here. And let's see. We missed the one attack we needed to hit. That's okay. 61, not real, but I'll go for it. Alright, very good. I start pushing up instead. The bottom side is effectively solved, I think. We are taking a lot of damage here. Yeah, I'm gonna let these two guys clean this up. I think Pepe just needs to move up and help here as well. Alright, Terror. Fully resisted, and we dodged. Thank God that we dodged. Alright, I cannot break Lone Wolf yet, but I can go here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can go here. And I will round swing for more reach advantage stacks. And they'll be poking at him, and they'll be missing him because he has reach advantage. Hopefully. That's the plan at least. Alright, could this one shot? It could. It does. We can step here. We are still without or outside of Lone Wolf range. This guy is dead. And I want to kill this guy if I can. I did not get the kill. That's okay. Alright. So this turn we either only shield wall or we recover. I think only shield wall is the play here. I'm pretty sure it is. I don't think a recover will save us. We have 89 melee defense. What does shield wall actually do for them then? Does it actually do anything, right? Does our shield wall actually do anything here? Or are they still at 5%ers? I wonder. Let's have a look at an Ancient Armguard with Pole Arm. No, they should still have 5%ers, right? They only have 75 melee attack. So maybe I do recover here. I do think my chance to block is already 95%. Even without shield wall, currently. With 89 melee skill. Or melee defense. No, not against the Emperor. That is true. Maybe it's worthwhile just for the Emperor. I'm gonna go for it. Yeah, 110 is necessary for 5. Yeah. So we get it down to 5 if we shield wall, right? Yeah. Thank you, Vibera. Alrighty. Do we disrespect this guy to deal with Necrosummons? The answer to that is yes. Alright. Good block. Good doggo. That's what we want them doggos for. Let's negate this attack. Funkin. I kind of want to send Funkin up top already, but I can't disrespect these guys. It's just not allowed. It is just not allowed. Alright, and then we just start moving you up. Stone Souls, you do one throw, hit the head, unlucky, and I will now bring out the banner, and I will charge up some more fatigue here. I don't think we need to help with this, right? I think Chaucer and George has this quite easily. So I'm going to start moving you up, sir. But I'm going to wait first. Alright, we block both of the scariest hits, which is nice. I'm going to try for the one shot here. No, I'm actually gonna... Yeah. This is good, I think. And I'll use my reach axe here. Move up. And then you're going to flank. Alright, please. Good. They hit their own friends. We are horrified a little bit. That's fine. It's on Pepe. We ended his turn, sadly. I should keep that in mind. Alright, Captain Sue starting to be in danger here, boys. Alright, we don't break Lone Wolf quite yet, but very soon we are breaking Lone Wolf. Alright, 95. 95. And we should pull him a little bit out of danger now. Maybe right here. I kind of want to get to this Hex, but I don't think I should disrespect one of these guys. Yeah, Dog, Fang carried. He got 2 Necro Savants. But yeah, mass dropping dogs, not a good idea. They'll just run around like idiots and feed the Necros. But if you use them tactically, they are still okay. I mean, it's 3 attacks into him. If I step here, is that okay? I think it is okay. It could not be okay, but I think it's okay. Alright. I'm just gonna perma shield wall here. Our shield is still fine. And we'll just go for the perma shield wall. I'm gonna move you out to the west now. And we're gonna start sending boys to the west. We're gonna send Arbiter Dan and Ken. And Stone Souls. I think I just want to put you here. Just make sure we keep confidence. Because they're gonna start hitting with the Conqueror very soon. And that might cause a bleed. And he might get sad. I don't think they break through his armor yet, though. But they could. Either way, I'm gonna move up Stone Souls. Alright, and Arbiter Dan, you're just going this way, right? It's a bit of a bummer. But it's okay. Alright. And we're not breaking Lone Wolf yet. Alright, that's good. And let's see. Just go and grab one hit here. We're not doing much more with Hold Up It's a Panda for this fight. We don't have a very clean target. We don't have a target at all, actually. I'm gonna wait then. Alright, there goes the first big hit. 45%, it's not real. This is Mr. Ken. I should have waited. Ouchie. Alright. I'm going to wait for these guys to pop their terror while my banner is out. 61 is a miss. And then I'm going to swap the throwing weapons over there. Alright, that's good. Ouch. Oh. But we are dodging the attacks here on 2, which was the most important part, I feel. Is it time to break Lone Wolf? It's gonna be over for him in a few turns anyway. I think it's time to break Lone Wolf, guys. But we'll wait first, right? They have a few more attacks beforehand. Alright, lightning. Lightning. And... yeah. Sue, I believe. I believe in Sue, guys. Alright. One more turn of shield walling, and then it's Jover for you, my dude. Alright, do I let the Lone Wolf sit for one more turn? Maybe I do. I think we're probably fine either way, but, I mean, Airlook might die, you know? But that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Alright, that's your turn. 23. He regains 19. Yeah, let's just go here. Is it really worth breaking Lone Wolf for one sword hit here? I don't think it is. Yeah, Doug doesn't break Lone Wolf. Yeah, no, I don't think it is. Alright, so we leave Lone Wolf for now. Please, bro. Alright, Airlook, doing great. Shield is starting to break now, though. This is clean. This is clean. Alright, one more bonk here, or we leave it for these guys. I'll do the one more final bonk. And we do axe, step, throw, resume Lone Wolf. And I'm going to send this guy west. And then wait. Alright, so no more resistance against terror. I'm hoping that Tsu does not get terrorized. Looks like he's fine. And now we break. No, we wait. One more round here. And final bit of music here. There we go. Alright, just shield wall again. Shield is breaking, so that's kind of greedy, but I think it'll be okay. Surely it'll bounce correctly, right? We can attack 3 times anyway. It didn't bounce correctly. That's fine. Yeah, you're out of juice. And 1, 2, 3. I think it's time to break Lone Wolf now. Try to bait an attack here. Big bonk. Alright, we blocked both of the attacks from the freaking Conqueror there. Okay, it's only 29-39. I guess that's kind of reasonable. Thought it would be higher. Alright, you can't do anything yet. Ouchie. This guy hasn't acted. Let's try and finish him off. We didn't quite manage to, but I can go here and finish him. And you just move all the way up here. Trying to peel some pressure off. Alright, Pepe. Just delete enemies. Good lad. Alright, Arbiter Dan is peeling pressure off. He's full hit points and full armor. So he's okay doing that. Kind of shit. Alright. We tie up both of these guys, and we just keep shield walling. 33%, still fine. You just start moving up, and Chaucer, just move over this way, maybe? No, this way, this way, this way, yes, this way. Okay. Can't do anything really. I could throw a fire pot some random way, but no. Alright, let's start dealing with the Conqueror a little bit. And from here, we do finish this guy off. Does mean Automeds doesn't get to do anything, but it also means he doesn't die. Alright. Funkin, we're gonna move you all the way up here. You are gonna wait. Here it comes. Alright, just one hit. Priest can punch? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Priest can punch. Alright, and we just keep farming the Conqueror here, and we go ham. That's random as fuck. Good puppy. Feel even more pressure off. They don't even have all the hexes anymore. And lightning! Alright, well. Nice try. Get out of the gas, sir. Don't have enough fatigue to shield swap because of the weapon, or the shield being heavier. Mega random thing there. But it's okay. I'm sure it's fine. From here, we can attack next turn. I'll just pull out the banner. Provide banner buff to as many bros as possible. This is fine. Alrighty. Maybe try to lessen the pressure then. Let the Conqueror hit into hold up its panda for a turn. He's sitting safely at 104 melee defense after all, with no surround here. Yep. Little Horrify. Can always drop the old shield, yeah. But that costs AP, right? So, technically yes, but also no. I don't much care about this guy. I don't think he's dangerous anymore. You just had to go and miss that 95, didn't you? Didn't you, bro? Alrighty, boys. Looks like we're done. I don't think they can kill us anymore. At all. Oh! Never mind. He hit a... Alright. 30%er, but he's back down to 5ers. Well, it's 15 now. Last minute crash. I've never seen this fight crash, though. I've never had this fight crash for me. Alright, we're gonna round swing right into airlook. He blocked it nicely. And let's see if Arbiter Dan can cut off his head already. Do you think he can? Oh! He could not. Alright, take some damage, boys. The Lightning Blade. Perhaps the Lightning Blade is enough. No, it was not. But maybe Funkin can get him next turn. No, I think Hold Up It's a Panda is getting the last hit here. Indeed he is. Very nice. Our Fencer gets the last hit with the blade. Not even a fencing sword, guys. Not even a fencing sword. GG's, I say. GG's. There you go. What did guys predict? Oh, well, some people... Oh, shit. The very elite... Only 40% trusted me? And we got some 2% on the all dead game crash. Very nice. Alrighty. Alrighty, boys. Let's go back to this. Congratulations, guys. Jeff winning more money. Nice. Let's grab all the fancy stuff, shall we? Bro, why is the game lagging so much? The screen is lagging. I should probably take the Giga Armor. Alrighty. Dog got 3 kills, so top 4. True. Truly becoming Jeff Bezos, yeah. I mean, that went well, right? Went very well. We had a lot of pressure on Sue in one of the early turns, which was scary. But other than that, everyone did just great, you know? We missed... I don't think we missed many 95ers this fight, right? We missed like 1 or 2. I know we missed 1 on Sue. I'm not sure I missed another 95er anywhere. I mean, Autumn Reds actually did very, very well with the sword, right? Look at that, guys. That's a sword into Monolith, right? That's a sword into Mono. Swords are good. And I mean, he just held the flank super, super well on Autumn Reds, which was really lovely, right? And Chaucer didn't die. Did you even take damage? Right? Chaucer, you just refuse. You just refuse to get any damage on you whatsoever. And then... Airlook, he did a crisp 27 points of damage. Insane. Stone Souls, 370, not much, but... George didn't do much of anything. But he's a mace guy, you know. We don't expect much from this poor fellow. He's just there to bonk sometimes. And he missed 1 or 2 times in a row, right? Choppy Cat with sneaky 10 points. Nice. Did you win anything? Hope you won. I'm like a tick on your bunghole, just hanging in there regardless of how much shit you throw my way. Yeah, you are my beautiful hemorrhoid. Yeah, we just can't get rid of you. But, I mean, you performed well. Once we got the famed sword lance, all of a sudden this build becomes very, very, very endgame viable, right? And it's very good for dealing with the Necrosammons too. We didn't get any nice double reap into double Necrosammon kind of thing going, which you can sometimes get. Which is also why the Covens with Ancient Auxiliaries in combination with the Necrosammons are usually even easier, especially if you have a Sword Lancer. Because you get a double reap on the first turn into 2 of them usually, if you position correctly. But yeah, you know, all in all, quite a solid run. I'm quite satisfied with it. I'll just take a few weapons here, because why not, you know? Maybe an armor or 2, you know? There you go. Alright. And we'll just leave this rest of the stuff on the ground. Who cares anyway, right? We're fucking rich. Should take a closer look at that armor. Hopefully it doesn't unpause, because we have the final fight here. No, I'm not gonna fight these 7 strats and be sad that we lose the run to that. But I'm obviously... So next time I'm gonna look at these guys. I'm more than likely just going to unpause randomly and get attacked by these strats, because I can't see them, right? When I load in, I won't be able to see that there's 7 strats next to me. So maybe we return to civilization, right? Just put ourselves somewhere safe, I think. Yeah, we're just gonna do a little run here. The strats stopped. Why did the strats stand still, guys? Also, there are more strats in these forests. Imagine going manhunters, not repeated backgrounds. That sounds like a very bad idea. Recipe for disaster. Alright, we got a fucking 10 Shrat fight. Well, fuck no. Leave me alone, Shrats. This freaking forest, man, it's just Shrat infested. I think there's one more group. Alright, we do have some undead yeah, an 8 group of Shrats, you know? Yeah, if you can't repeat those, you're just gonna tank morale and be sad. Of course, the guys need to fight a little bit, you know, because why not? Just gonna click Kalenberg. It's the closest town for now. And I'll shuffle between 2x and 4x speed. Just to be able to not get caught here. I can still get caught though. Those are unhold blockers. Alright, I'm not gonna do any more fights here anyway. Alrighty, we are back in the safety of Kalenberg. Everyone is feeling great. Let's let Autumn Reds put on the beautiful armor. Right? Truly, what a champion. A shitty gladiator that I was almost gonna fire, but he did great. The eagle-eyed night owl, you know? We know that eagle eyes is the best trait in the game. No memes. Only memes. But yeah, let's go over the brothers before I round things out here, guys. So, first of all, we have the man, the myth, the legend, Airlook. Quite a late hire. He was with us for 104 days, took part in 164 battles, and has 68 kills. He vanquished the Lore Keeper, finished him off. Well, obviously, he stood still next to the Lore Keeper the entire Sunken Library, I'm pretty sure. Or, well, he moved maybe 1 or 2 hexes back and forth, and that's what he did. But he did his job incredibly well in Monolith. He wasn't even close to dying. And we didn't even have the shield wall in Dom cycle, right? We just shield walled. And it was fine, right? Pretty cool. All in all, solid bro. He was on the fence for being good enough for this run, I feel like, right? We had very, very high expectations, but he was a very good farmhand, right? Double star, starting with high melee defense. I think he had 3 starting melee defense. And then in addition to that, he had 115 starting fatigue, plus a double star there, which just lets you make a very, very solid forge tank without having to worry too much about fatigue. Didn't even need to take brawny, right? Insanity. And I mean, we can always just do the shield wall neutral for most of the legendary locations if we really need to, right? And it worked out fine here. It didn't even take much in the ways of hit point damage. Alright, next up is Autumn Reds. Let's open the perk tree as well. Make sure I show you guys the perk tree here. Yeah, but this is not the standard build for monolith tanks. I think Gifted is maybe wrong, and I should have taken Brawny. And then that way I could have done the shield wall end-om cycle. That would probably be more worthwhile than just Gifted. More than likely. But I do think Steel Brow is very necessary. Colossus might not have been necessary either. But it helps when we're leveling, right? So there's that. Alright, next up is Autumn Reds. Autumn Reds was with us for 183 days. Took part in 300 battles and had 447 kills. So about a kill and a half. Starting to think Gifted is a trap? It is not. On certain builds, you don't need it. But Gifted is one of the strongest perks in the game, if not the strongest perk in the game. No, it's not the strongest, right? But it is one of the strongest perks, in my opinion. By quite a bit. By quite a bit, right? But there are other perks like, you know, Nimble Forged. These perks are just mandatory. But yeah, the most powerful opponent he vanquished was a silly Necro Savant. But he did great. And he did very, very well in this last fight. I did not expect him to output that much damage. But he just got to split, cleave, round swing, do all of the shenanigans, and just build up those reach advantage stacks. And yeah, we have a solid Sirkin Zweihander Forge build here, right? Didn't need Brawny because he didn't have the greatest fatigue. But still, 74 after this armor. Just beautiful. It is until late game. After that, the 3-4 points aren't that heavy compared with the dodge or others. It gains value the later it goes. It gains value the later it goes. The higher your stats are, the more value this has when you grab it. So no, I disagree. I disagree heavily on that opinion. Alrighty. Next guy, well, of course, the captain himself. Didn't even reach 50 melee defense. Can we really call him a lone wolf? But yeah, poor Captain Sue. You know, he went holding a perk for like 100 days. Just waiting for his grand blade. But eventually, we did get him the reproach of the old gods. He has been with us for 216 days, which is obviously all of the days. 352 battles, 648 kills, averaging almost 2 per fight, but of course this is inflated by the early game, where he obviously got quite a lot of kills, right, in comparison to the other bros, but still, almost 2 per fight is very, very strong, very, very strong, and you know, this build worked out fine. We could have gotten the jugs for him, but I finalized the roster. I should have had a historian. I mean, 20 level bro with Gifted, more stronger than 20 level bro without it. Yeah, I mean, I think Gifted is just one of the strongest perks in the game at any point in the game. Like, if you grab it early, it gives a lot of value. If you grab it late, it gives even more value. It's just all in all. I pick Gifted on literally every single bro I play, right? And I will keep doing so. There are very few bros that I don't give Gifted to. But one of the exceptions could be the tank. For this guy, I think the 3 extra melee defense was good though. Especially for Kraken. Either way, back to running through the bros here. Most powerful opponent he vanquished was Hilly the Headhunter, who was a barbarian chosen champion up in the north. Not too impressed with that, you know. He could have killed something fancier, but he did not. Next up, we've got Ken Raleigh. One of our Giga Thieves. He was with us for 68 days, so not too long. He was our last hire, right? The very, very last brother we brought in. Of course, Night Owl. We have some great vision traits on these guys. We truly can see. 110 battles, 96 kills, and he he vanquished the Rakgeist. Very impressive. We did a bit of a variant on a fatigue neutral here, where we grabbed Backstabber because of his 89 melee skill, which effectively pushed him up to getting 95% hit chances on a lot of enemies, as long as one or two other bros were in contact with the enemy. And, you know, just worked out beautifully. High melee defense is all you need. Secondary stats, of course, hit points are good and resolve is good, while fatigue suffers. But that's just the name of the game when you play with fatigue neutrals, which is what premium lowborn are made to do, basically. Only level 7 indebted don't get gifted, they only get the whip. That is fair, right? Indebted that max out at level 7, then maybe gifted is not the correct play. But, you know, Ken Raleigh did great. He was a good bro. Not the most premium of bros I've ever seen, but, you know, he's up there. I mean, we're like averaging 50 melee defense on the first few guys we look at, so I love how the Lone Wolf has the least as well. Pretty funny. But yeah, build, hammer, fatigue neutral with Backstabber was pretty nice. I'll give it a solid 8 out of 10. Next up, Pepe the Mountain. Poor Pepe also held perks for quite long, but this man reached a whooping 135 fatigue, which is not insane, but very strong. With our famed set that we gave him, it was quite light, so he didn't get the best value from Battleforged, but he got good value. But most importantly, he had a lot of fatigue to work with to just use the sensor. He was with us for 97 days, 150 battles, and had 196 kills. So not the highest kill average, but we know Pathfinder, all bros, everyone but the tank, I believe, and our fencer, tank and fencer. All right, and you know, Pepe reached a solid 106.44. He has Iron Jaw, not too great, but this build very, very solid for a sensor bro. If you have an earlier sensor bro, you can just go nimble instead of forged. The Fort Mind was mainly to patch resolve, right? I just like having high resolve. It just makes a lot of the fights easier. You saw in the Monolith fight, for instance, we were just barely affected by the terror spells. The terror spell by the Ancient Priests. It just did absolutely nothing. We got stunned once on Pepe, right? Stunned once on this 70 resolve, bro. Very, very strong. Next up, Arbiter Dan. Let's click his level, guys. Let's just do this. This is probably the strongest Flagellant I have ever seen. And I think it's very thematic that our Flagellant got to play as the Cleaver Bro. He ended on 88 fatigue after gear, with Brawny though. I don't think he had the most massive pool. I mean, he had the same pool as our freaking Hedge Knight. This is an insane Flagellant, guys. This is a silly ass strong Flagellant. Never think I've seen any Flagellant even close to this, right? Team player, incredible. We could have made him a Sword Lancer if we wanted to with that. Dexterous, you know, just pumps melee skill. Very, very strong. This build, we did grab Quick Hands because I wasn't sure what I was doing with him at the start, I think. And then we pivoted to Cleaver. And Quick Hands is still good with Cleaver. It allows us to move and disarm. And it also allows us to use a Jagged Pike as a secondary, which means we can kill with this. If no enemies are adjacent to us, we can weapon swap to the Jagged Pike and still get even more damage output. But yeah, this bro, incredibly strong. He was with us for 135 days, 211 battles, 334 kills, so averaging about 1.5, slightly above, right? And the most powerful opponent he vanquished was Moog Nadar. Who the hell is Moog Nadar, guys? Is that just a random warlord? But are random warlords named? I don't even know who this guy killed. Orc Warlord, yeah, but not... I don't think we fought an Orc Warlord champion. So, just a regular Orc Warlord, I guess. Quite okay, though. Quite okay. You know, I enjoyed this, bro. With Cleaver, he needs more recovery with 4 action point hits. You could argue that recover would be good here. You know, of course, recover would be good here for sure, right? And maybe I should have skipped quick hands for recover for more damage output. That could be good. But I like this. I don't like playing too much with recover. I know it's strong, but it's just personal preference. And I never felt like we really ran out of fatigue with Arbiter Dan, right? Oh, Jesus. We didn't run out of fatigue with him in Monolith. We didn't run out of fatigue in Goblin City. And you know, if we don't run out of fatigue in those fights, what fights are we running out of fatigue in? I guess big undead fights. But big undead fights are not scary. No. This is just a high... More resolve is just to protect ourselves against Witch Hut. It's to protect ourselves against Monolith horrors. And just resolve in general is very, very strong. Keeping us at confident level, right? Just being at confident more often because you have higher resolve, meaning your positive resolve checks trigger more often or become successful more often, is incredibly powerful, right? And I think it's slightly overlooked. I mean, he didn't really run out of stamina anyway, right? I mean, sure, if he goes full berserk for like 3 turns, sure, he runs out of juice. But I used him as a backliner. And I stepped through the line once the frontliners had dealt with armor, and he can just step through, do a regular cleave, get a kill, position for next turn, and then next turn he can go ham, and then after that turn, we usually won the fight. But yeah, can you please show me your Shield Tank Bros perk again for a second? Yeah, but keep in mind, this brother is specifically made to tank the Black Monolith and Kraken, right? Because of Lone Wolf, right? Specifically Lone Wolf. Otherwise, I'd keep the same perks. I'd probably grab Pathfinder instead if you don't want to make a dedicated Lone Wolf tank, right? And Bronny is good too here. Yeah. Alrighty, next up, Stone Souls, our evil gun banner. Finally a Witch Hunter Bannerman. I've been looking for these. I don't know how many times I've tried to roll one of these. This guy became incredibly strong. He was a fearsome gunner, combined with a bannerman. He was with us for 147 days, 240 battles, 218 kills, and he killed the Idgerok, guys. How the hell he did that? I have no idea. I guess he threw an axe or something. Truly impressive. But yeah, just a good old banner, gunner banner build. We just pumped a lot of range skill. We gave him melee defense to protect against certain enemies, unholds, orc warriors, necrosavants. And because of those 3 enemies, I put a lot into melee defense. You could refrain from doing that, right? And put more focus on his hit points and fatigue, and that would be fine too. But I prefer playing with high melee defense on every single one of my bros. So even if I somewhat miss position, I don't get too punished. Just put a stake into his heart. No, we will not. What a beautiful boy. Caddis proc? Oh, 9 lives? Cat? Also, even more resolve in Monolith, which is lovely. And this is just great. The plus 20 resolve for morale checks for fear, panic, mind control. I mean, this man was immune. I mean, the banner put a stake into the edge's heart. Yeah, for sure. Next up, we have one of the nicest bros of all time, guys. One of the nicest little mini chads. Little mini chad. Sure-footing, brute, freaking beggar, boys. 98-49 beggar. I don't think I've ever seen a beggar of this power level. Incredibly strong. We did a headhunter variant with brute. We did axe headhunting. Let's have a look at his kills. Yeah, 158 days, 258 bells, 370 kills, and this is without any circing. This is without any berserking. That is incredibly high. incredibly high, right? But he has a max rolled two-handed axe. You know. How many times did 9 lives work, you mean? I don't know that 9 lives was super necessary on Stone Souls, and I don't think we can tell, right? It would be nice to have like stats for this. But I mean, you can argue Colossus or 9 lives. I just think that 9 lives is better at keeping your brothers alive in the early game, and then it's almost the same value as Colossus in the late anyway. So I prefer 9 lives on average, right? But yeah, this build, you know, fatigue neutral, with a slight caveat of Headhunter instead of Fearsome. We went basically no Fearsome bros this run. Not many at all, anyway. But we still broke through the enemies quite quickly, right? The Fearsome Gunner carries a lot. But of course, if you do have Fearsome, the more Fearsome you have, the more Fearsome bros you have, the better it gets. So, the Headhunter is probably incorrect here, and you should probably just pick Fearsome anyway. Especially with axe, right? Splitman is just beautiful, double proc, and this weapon guarantees a double proc on most enemies, right? Because of its high damage. Yeah, Headhunter is very good on axe. I just think Fearsome would probably be better in most fights, but Headhunter was better for Monolith and for maybe some other fight. Not entirely sure. But it was better for undead fights, right? In general, just better for undead fights. But yeah, this bro was a beautiful beggar. Probably the strongest beggar I've ever had. Headhunter versus Kraken. Lol, I say. Next up, we got Good Boy George. 208 days, 349 battles, 413 kills, so averaging about 1.3 per battle. Pretty okay for a fat noob. And the most powerful opponent he vanquished was the Madman. Truly a grand brother. One of our very earliest recruits, right? And he just decided to have triple star melee skill, double star melee defense, good starting stats, starting with 13 ranged. I think he started 12 ranged, right? And we clicked it once on a veteran level. But this number is actually not negligible. This is very good. 90 hit points, very good. 80 resolve, very good. Fatigue, somewhat increased by the fact that he has fame gear, of course. He doesn't have the greatest fatigue, probably are somewhere around 90 to 100. Nothing too spectacular. Yeah, 99. Yeah, there's King's Guard, but this is the King's Thief. And thank you for the follow, Sylvan O'Shea. But yeah, I mean, this build, this is generically how I build my fatigue neutrals. You just swap any weapon mastery for whatever map mastery you're doing, and this is just good, right? Student, optional, depends on what time of the game you get the bro in, right? If you get him very, very early, you don't grab student immediately. I might have done so because I'm greedy, but usually it is the incorrect play. Alright, next up, we have the Gambler. The Gambler who gambled with his life. Yes, we succeeded. Type text here. We won the Monolith with no losses. Very, very crisp fight. No one was near dying except for maybe Captain. Except for maybe Captain Sue. Tank was still fine, and you know, it was just great. Autumn Reds really carried. Oh, never checked the meme. I'll check after I'm done with this, alright? But yeah, Funking was with us for 148 days, 241 battles, 305 kills, and he killed the Kraken. What a hero. Averaging about 1.3 kills per fight as well, 1.2. Pretty decent. Nothing too exceptional, but you know, this is a really, really cool hybrid. And it's very funny that it's a Gambler, and I literally did not click his secondaries a single time, I believe. I'm pretty sure I clicked melee skill, range skill, and melee defense every single level on this bro. And, you know, it worked out. He's got 57 crisp hit points. That is not a lot. If he gets engaged by maybe 2 Necrosavants, he could just die in a turn. But he didn't. He gambled with his life and he won. Truly a great bro. We did pivot him into a bow bro. Usually I wouldn't grab Bowmaster on this kind of bro. You could use Bags and Belts, you could use Recover, you could use Colossus, you could use Fearsome instead of the Bow Mastery, or you could use a melee weapon mastery if you want to lean more into the melee possibilities of this bro. But this bro was incredibly good, right? Just your average hybrid, one of my favorite types of bros. Next up, the Chaucer. We tried so long to get to fire the Chaucer, but he just kept living. He did not wish to die. An athletic bro, very nice synergy with the sword lance there. Just not costing us much to move around, and we move around a lot because we have Polar Mastery, which means we can move 2 hexes and still attack. He was with us for 188 days, quite long, 313 battles, 514 kills, averaging a whooping 1.6, 1.7. Very, very cool. The Chaucer that could. Yes, indeed. Very, very good, bro. Generic sword lance build, I'd say. I like having adrenaline on my sword lances. It helps a lot with pushing fortifications. Just putting yourself up against the fortification, doing one reap can open up quite a few fights, right? I will still show the obituary, but it's basically empty, right? We went a fearsome route with Fort Mine. Nimble, of course, because very heavy fatigue weapon and not too much fatigue to work with. He has a random 3-headed flail in his pocket. Ignore that. Is that a 3-headed flail in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Yes. And then finally we have a Fencer. We did one Fencer for this run. I just thought it would be fitting, and you know, this guy was a perfect candidate for fencing. He was very, very strong. Holy moly kills, you know. With us for 183 days, 300 battles, 662 kills, and he even got to cut off the Conqueror's head with the newly bought Raider's Edge. Truly beautiful. Truly beautiful. Yeah. This is usually how I build Fencers. Might skip Gifted on Fencers for Underdog. Fencer is just a very, very perk-heavy build. But yeah, very, very strong overall. I like the Underdog variant. Might have even skipped Colossus for Underdog here. Just never get hit instead of having hit points. But yeah, that's the bros. Them's them bros. I'm gonna take a picture and make a little collage of them and post them in Captain Sue's Discord for him to watch, so he can get all upset. And also, obituary. Yeah, we had one banner bro die in the early game, and we had poor Bjarne in one of the first fights. He just, yeah. But other than that, you know, no one died. Very, very good run on average. But we did take it slow, right? 215 days to full clear. It's quite a long time. And it could have been done way faster if I tried to min-max. But yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful, 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 I say. I will take a peek at the meme now. We have you 4-1. I like those odds. Frickin' Lone Wolf. Beautiful. Final Judgment from the Dead? Not bad. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I mean, this is a way cleaner obituary than I usually have. If I play a tempo run where I try to do the game in 150 days or less, I usually use some of the early game bros, and I use them as bait for some heavy chosen fights or heavy orc fights, right? And I put them in questionable positions to buy time and to soak up damage, right? But in this run, you know, we played it very safe and slow, so it wasn't necessary. So I think that is partly why the obituary is so empty, and also a very good early game, right? Lone Wolf just makes early game somewhat easy once you complete the first few fights, right? Having one very, very strong bro, and then getting up to at least 3 bros so you don't get the experience penalty, just makes early fights very, very good. In the old days, there were pages of dead, truly. Coming next, Manhunters? No. Coming next, we'll just have to wait for Monday or Tuesday, more than likely, right? Need a 60-line obituary. Yeah. But you guys, I am going to call it there for the day, of course. I hope you enjoyed this series. And I think we finished it faster than I thought, right? I thought it was going to take maybe a bit longer to find all these chads, but I'm pretty satisfied with the overall bro quality that we ended on, right? Bit disappointed in our tank. We could have had a cooler tank, you know? But otherwise, you know, I like these bros. Except maybe Chaucer. We're bullying Chaucer a little bit. We can't control ourselves. Also, huge shout out to Juicy Crab, my beautiful boy with his one-handed mace and nimble gear. Yeah. Juicy Crab refused to die as well, and we had to fire him eventually. We put him in so much danger, and he just refused. He just won every fight. Didn't even care. Silly brawler. Have a good day, Otto. Stay warm. Thank you. You honor me. No, but your brother is for sure a honorary mention. Because you did, your brother did go through a lot of the game with us before we eventually fired him to roll for some new bros. But you guys, I'm gonna see if there is someone we can rate. And yeah, thank you all so very much for all the follows today. I appreciate it. And I mostly just hope you enjoyed watching the run. And like I said, I will be uploading the entire run to YouTube if you missed anything. I have everything saved and it should be good. I just need to upload the last few videos and edit the first one. It was a fine run. Thank you, Vibera. And yeah, I am gonna check if there's anyone playing Bell Brothers. Alright, I'll send you guys over to the Andarius. I think I watched him once or twice before. Also, keep an eye out. Grubby might stream Bell Brothers. It is very fun to watch, in my opinion. But yeah, I'll send you guys over to the Andarius. Thank you so very much for watching me today. And I will catch you guys in the next one. On either Monday or Tuesday, more than likely. Stay safe. And bye-bye.